Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nuuli Forged. Thank you for hanging with us while we did a little bit of a technical update. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, I've got it for the Pikachus.
Yay, Pikachus.
Yeah. So welcome to Nuuli Forged. We are a 5e actual play stream that takes place in the world of Nuuli, which came out of my brain, and 6 of my friends are brave enough to play in. Because someone's got to be. It is a very important day here in the United States. It is Mike's birthday today, everybody. Yay!
Yay!
As a result, he is not here. His wife has taken him out for fancy birthday shenanigans. So we wish him the happiest of birthdays. Tanner, I believe, should be along momentarily. He just needed a few minutes. So hopefully he'll roll in and we'll get our Lunine back. But Serenata this evening shall be shadowy and indistinct in quite a few ways. But that all being said, I need somebody to roll me a D30, please.
Do it, Jeff. Get rolling.
Okay.
Great way to start the
You
night.
haven't rolled in a while. Get in there.
It's true.
It's
And
your
you get a
turn.
whole extra 10 sides.
Yeah. Yeah, you can just type in r/D30 and it'll roll for you.
Oh yeah, we did throw you a curveball, didn't we? We're like, not a normal
Oh, yeah.
dice. Now figure it out.
I was trying to
Oh, yeah.
make it fun.
Roll 20 will roll
Great.
dice that don't exist.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Wonderful. With an 18, everyone, please introduce yourself, your character, and answer the question. When your character is interacting with others in a social setting, what do they most crave, psychologically speaking? Like, are they looking for attention, companionship, approval, abject fear, loyalty? Like, what are they hoping to gain from those reactions above all? And how does that affect their behavior? So this is a real, like, stumper of a question. So, like, give it a moment. And after you've had your moment, we're going to start off introductions with Sarah.
Oh, hey, that's me. My name is Sarah, and I play Endra Grandspark. I know my own name. Who is a halfling wizard. And in social interactions, I would say she's looking for mostly attention with a little bit of fear.
Fair enough. I dig that. Moving on down, we got Matt.
Matt is here, and he's playing Corvus, the Phantom Rogue of the human variety. He doesn't do social encounters. If he is in one, he is most craving to get out of it.
Fair enough. We'll hop on over then to Amber.
Hello, I am Amber. I am playing Ozo, the Way of Mercy monk. Most of the time, I think it's nice when people are just nice. I think everyone should be kind of nice and a little polite and, not be scared. They don't have to like me, but, nice.
Nice. Fair enough. Very cool. And it looks like we have our lovely friend Tanner joining us. Hello, Tanner.
Hi.
Hi. Let me get you in frame here. Do.
Yeah, I can stay out of frame, that's fine.
Yeah, about 9 o'clock, we should all turn our cameras off and scream.
Don't worry about it.
Cooler at work today twice.
Fair enough.
Those industrial fridges are soundproof, let me tell you.
It's true.
Yes, they are, actually. It's kind of frightening.
As long as you got back out again.
There
Oh,
have probably been more than one crime shows that have opened with someone being found in a cooler.
huh, would you look at that? Luckily, that's an easy fix to solve. It seems as though Sarah and Matt have swapped places in the layout for some reason.
Hello, this is Matt playing
Oh.
Sarah, playing a halfling, playing a rogue, playing
Playing a pink Dot. My name is Sarah, and I'll be your pink dot this evening.
Well, I have fixed the problem now, so hush.
You don't want me to turn my camera off?
No, you're all good. Tanner, while we get the next introduction, think about what's your character. When you act in a social setting, what do you most crave, psychologically speaking? Like companionship, attention, fear, adoration, approval, and how does that affect your behavior? So that's the question we're rolling with on this introduction. Let's go back to Ozo, because I think we got a little sidetracked. Can you just repeat what you said there, Amber?
Ozo, I just, want everyone to be kind of nice and polite. And, just like, you don't have to like me, but let's all be nice.
Very cool, very cool. Love that. And then we got Jeff.
Hello, I am Jeff. I am returned playing Selenar, a elf druid. Selenar, whenever he talks to a new person, is really just looking for mutual respect and sharing of information between him and whoever he's talking to.
Excellent. And last but certainly not at all the least, Tanner.
Hi, I'm Tanner. I'm playing Lunine, the Hexblood Fey Knight. Sorry, I haven't slept in like 3 days. In social situations, I would say respect.
I dig it. Very cool. Thank you. And my name is Jared. I play everyone and everything else that is not the 6 player characters. And Nuuli is a vast and myriad continent with all sorts of people wanting all sorts of things. So I will refrain from answering all those questions because that would take infinity.
That's your prerogative. You get to do that.
It's my prerogative.
Wah, wah, wah.
Infinite Chris has given us a follow. Thank you, Infinite Chris. Woo! Welcome in. Yay.
What did you do to Finite Chris?
Finish
You
him,
ended, didn't you?
obviously.
They evolved into Infinite Chris, so they have
Ooh,
they have
I like that.
they have expanded.
He wants beta Chris.
Please, I hope that is your name's origin. I'm not making fun of it. I genuinely like it. Sorry.
That's all great. Wonderful. No, you are totally cool. It is welcome. We have those alerts so we know and can celebrate people who join us. So welcome in, Infinite.
Yay!
Thank you so much, Chris. Anyway, so that is our round of introductions. Let's dive right into last time on Nuuli Forged. Please do not worry. You did not disturb us at all. Thank you so much.
We are undisturbed.
We do that ourselves.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
my
we get-
disturb is up.
We like to disturb ourselves very much. So
Yep.
Yes.
we're all
You're
disturbing.
We're perfectly capable of disturbing ourselves.
It's true. And now,
Well, we have to interrupt Jared.
oh.
Yeah.
He loves it. He does love being interrupted.
Last time on Nuuli Forged.
What?
Ooh.
He does
That
have
was
the
not the
one.
time.
Lunine died, everybody. Lunine just fucking died. He's dead.
Tonight on Nuuli Forged.
Bye, bye.
Oh, the.
Worth it.
Oh, that was good. Well,
Switcheroo.
well played, Senor Tanner. Well played.
We're so naughty.
All right.
Okay.
Well, last time on Nuuli Forged, our heroes faced off against the Satyr Navari and his traveling troupe of revelers in order to save the missing dancer Rinny Swiftcrest. One by one, the party members fell under the sway of Navari's music until Corvus destroyed both the satyr's lute and his panpipes. This prompted Navari's anger, and upon attacking Corvus, the charm and sorceling his allies broke. A quick battle resulted in Lunine knocking Navari unconscious and intimidating the rest of the troop to stand down by invoking the authority of his noble-born title, the Marquis of Dusklight. The remaining satyrs were almost falling over themselves in apology and answered any questions Lunine put forth to them, mostly about how they got to this material realm. Lunine also discovered a message to Navari from a Fey mercenary company known as the Crimson River, asking the satyr to report back on the makeup and defenses of the mortal city of Cliffside, a fact that to this point Lunine has not shared with the rest of the group. Successfully rescuing the dancer Rini from Navari's party, they made their way back to Cliffside, defeating some giant rats along the way, and returned Rini to her home. Renata held some confusion, however, despite their interactions, because though he was inspired to find her based on prompting from his mysterious patron, whom the others know nothing about, known as the manager, Rini seemed to have no knowledge of the figure. Returning to the Ruddy Plank, the tavern, an inn in which they have found lodgings for the next few days, the party settled in for a long rest, after which Ozo recuperated fully from their ghostly encounter, the well night's sleep seeming to have removed any lingering effects of the drain on their health pool. The party has gathered at the breakfast table in the Ruddy Plank and are beginning to sort out what they would like to do with their day, when Andra suddenly lamented that she forgot to grab one of the giant rat corpses. And so we pick up at the Ruddy Plank, a well-appointed tavern with many small tables. You can all fit around one of the larger ones. People in various states of dealing with a hangover or a well night's rest. And the proprietress happily pouring a few, looks like breakfast beers from a keg behind the bar. So we zoom in, and Andra, you have just made this declaration of, "Damn it, I forgot a rat corpse."
I'm sure you can ask the tavern keeper for a rat corpse.
Yeah, I suppose the chances are pretty good we'll come across another one.
Or
In fact, they
anywhere
probably,
in the cave.
yeah, they probably have a few in their cellar that they pay you some gold, adventurer, to clear out.
Yeah, it has to be freshly killed, though.
That's what I just said.
Oh, look,
It's
there's a
okay.
rat over there.
I'm gonna say, does the bartender have a
point.
little exclamation point above their head?
Oh my
She does not.
Never mind, never mind.
Is
There's
there a
other
bar
things I
cat
need.
with an exclamation point above their head that can talk and doesn't want to do it themselves?
You can investigate for a cat.
No, that's Olive's job.
I was gonna say I can't talk with animals anymore. Sorry.
Oh yeah. As
That's
they as they're chatting about dead rats and such, is there a moment to sort of like for Corvus to sort of check in on Ozo? Is Ozo down at the table with us? Are we all together?
Yes,
Yeah.
you have all gathered together.
Yeah.
What is that strange noise?
There is a strange noise from outside, and someone pokes their head in and goes, "Hey, there's a howling howler swinging by. It's crazy."
Howlin' howler.
What?
What's that?
You don't know.
I don't know what that is. I felt compelled to say it, however. Corvus will sort of try to lean over discreetly to Ozo and say, you feeling better today?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Think
Do you-
so.
Do you feel comfortable if I share with the party what happened yesterday?
Oh, I mean, sure, we can, if you want to talk about the ghost.
I wasn't sure.
You know,
I-
just about the ghost.
just about the ghost. Copy.
Sure.
Wasn't sh-
People think things are scary and interesting, I suppose.
I wasn't sure I wanted to, but see, after our adventure last night, I think I've made up my mind to be a little more. I don't know. Coming home secretively in front of Renata, the other night may be a bad look. I'm trying to, keep their trust and not be too suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I'm gonna walk away now.
Sorry, it was it made me think of something. Never mind.
Corvus literally laughs out loud under the mask. Sorry. And then he'll turn around and say, listen, I wanted to maybe explain last night a little better. Not last night, 2 nights ago? It was 2 nights ago that we went to the...
It was yesterday.
Yesterday day, that's right. And then I know that Mike's not here right now, but he had brought it up, or his character brought it up originally, so I would direct this towards him. Basically, I'll say, we went to explore this house. We encountered some ghosts. They didn't seem too friendly, so we left. However, there seems to be a mystery involved with this place that could warrant some looking into if anyone were curious to find out what's going on. And then I'll sort of spill a little bit of the story about the kindred spirits that we gleaned as we were wandering around.
Which was what?
They were this band of heroes that lived in this town, and some very mysterious circumstance at their house occurred, and they're all presumed dead. And after what we saw yesterday, I think that it's safe to say they are.
I
Or
mean,
at least,
kind of.
At least in some form of...
There's, a chance that they're like trapped in some alternate, universe, and they've been transformed under some curse to be soul suckers.
They may be between, yes, this world and something else for sure.
Planes, I guess that's the word.
There is a monument to them in the cemetery. I may go poke around there again today, just to, I don't know, see if anything comes to me. Oh, well, also, sorry, sidebar. I've lost track of time again. When is it's only been 2 weeks. When is the meeting that I have scheduled
Tonight.
with this? It is tonight, that's what I thought. Yeah, so I will express that my plan is to go early to the cemetery and be ready for the meeting I'm having to talk business about, and also look around. Well,
I mean, we could go look at ghosts, but I fail to see how any of that concerns us if they're already dead.
I don't know. There's something in that place, I think. I almost uncovered something under the floorboards. I'm not saying it's treasure per se, but wow, it could be something interesting.
If
either
they're
way,
all dead, maybe we shouldn't do what they were doing when they died.
which is
Like being in that house?
I wonder, Selenar, did you learn anything as you were, researching about the city that might pertain to these kindred spirit sorts, or maybe that house in particular?
I don't know. Did it come up in any of the books that I was reading about?
So the books you got were on like history of the city and ruins and that kind of stuff. Which
ancient ruins.
Yeah.
This would have been a little more recent history, I guess, huh?
Mm-hmm. So unlikely to have any significant notations in there. At least none that you've found so far in the book.
In the 2 sessions that I missed, did we ever make it to last I played, we were going to go to the college and look for the lore master. I know that was a long time ago, but did we ever talk to that lore master? And this may have come up.
We
We
missed the
didn't go to
party.
the college party.
We missed the party. What
Yeah.
am I gonna do with these fruits in my bag, bro?
We went to we all went and visited some satyrs and we got all danced out.
Okay.
Let's go to the spooky house and let's all
then-
get high on fruit.
Then in character, no, I have not heard anything about any supernatural beings in any of the reading I've done about the city. But I'd be interested to go investigate.
I'm certainly intrigued. I don't know. Something about this mystery has sparked my curiosity, although we should not go in lightly if we go back, for sure. I don't know if we have time for this today, depending on what anyone wants to do, because I want to be ready for my meeting this evening, but I do have time to kill. I was going to try to do some more reconnaissance on our calamine lotions, but I might wait until after I've spoken to this friend of ours again to see what.
Oh, we went there. Selenar and I went to Calamine's lotions at some point. They're real pushy.
In what way?
They really wanted to sell us some awful lotion stuff.
Oh, so they're really doubling down on the front, huh?
Yeah, there's they're like the perfume people at Macy's. They're really pushy.
Yeah.
I've never been to a Macy's.
God, I know what you're talking about.
Who's Macy? Is this another one of Renata's friends
Yes.
that he knows so well? I'm just kidding. But who was working inside?
Some woman.
Shopkeeper, didn't catch her name. She was polite, but trying to sell her wares.
Just one?
Just one.
Did you notice any other, rooms in the back? Other entrances?
No.
Anything
No, but we
ordinary?
were just poking our heads in for a quick minute. We weren't looking for anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I'll have to keep that in mind if we need to send someone in. You've sort of been made already if you've walked in there, although I guess it was an innocent.
I mean, we just went
shopping
in
trip.
there to shop.
Did you buy anything?
I think Selenar
No.
did. Didn't
No.
you? No.
Okay. Well,
And just as a reminder, as you're telling everybody all this, Corvus, what initially prompted your interest was that you had overheard rumors of vandalism and uproarious loud noises, unexplained phenomena in that neighborhood as well.
oh, not just in the house, just in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was Corvus mentioned that, there seems to be some spooky things of unexplained nature happening in that part of town.
Where near Calamine's lotions?
No, near the Kindred Spirits
Oh.
home. Yeah, I don't know. It just had me curious. Sounds like, well, I don't know. I don't know how much I can speak with confidence on this, but perhaps some restless spirits in the area based on. Oh, and there was this old woman that warned us about going in even before we walked inside. She was. Well, she was a bit strange too.
Was she
Well,
also
then
dead?
she vanished.
Then she vanished, yeah. That
So
was
maybe
also
she
around
was
the-
dead.
Well, I don't know. It certainly seems to be some other mysteries in this city. I mean, there's the disappearance of the dwarves, those caves in the cliffs that who knows where those go, and now this sort of spooky part of town. Anyway, well, you do what you want today, but on my way to the cemetery for my meeting today, I might even poke around the neighborhood again just to see if I notice anything else.
What was
was
that?
Sorry. I had a breakfast beer too many this morning.
God, that smells awful.
In fairness, so does the breakfast beer before it's drunk.
Probably was last night's beer. Yeah, so with no responses from the party, I assume maybe we're still all waking up or hungover, but I think Corvus is gonna, I think that's pretty much it. He's gonna maybe like finish his beer, and which at this point, I think he's in the company of others. He's doing a whole like crack his mask up to drink or eat sort of thing. I don't know if we've gone full mask off yet. I mean, I've worn it all through town and through all of my encounters in this inn. I think I got to keep up the.
Are you drinking your breakfast beer through a straw?
Oh yeah, I've cut slots in the mask that run into my mouth, and I just pour it in my head.
It's getting weirder.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, so like when he's finished, I think he's just going to stand up and say, "Well, if anyone wants to join me, I'll be in this part of town." And
I like spooky things.
It's gonna walk out. Gonna split the party again. You ready for it?
Do you do this every day?
Pretty much.
I'm not.
I'm
used
just
to
going to
being at a
follow
party.
him today.
Yeah, I give a look to Andra and just go with a shrug.
Underneath his mask, he's smiling. No one knows.
Does the entire party follow after Corvus?
I'm rolling an insight to see if I know he's smiling.
That. What's the DC on that,
always
Jared? I'm just
follows
curious
Corvus.
because that's a great roll.
That's a 24.
What's the DC
dang.
on
Wow.
reading my impression through a mask while I'm turning my back?
You have total cover. The insight check reveals that Corvus is walking away confidently.
I have a swagger in my shoulders. Is that where one carries a
Eleanor
swagger? That was a great roll. I'm secretly jealous of you insight types this time around. I know nothing. Renata has pulled the wool over my eyes more than once.
Okay. So you're all heading back to the neighborhood of Callow's Way, back up in the Heart tier, yeah?
Yep.
So it takes a bit of time, you know. It's not too early in the morning. You all had a nice casual morning. So you get up there on mid-morning. And you see there's a few people kind of milling around the area and in little clumps kind of talking together. Seems like neighbors gossiping or that kind of thing. Under the ever constant like street lamps. And you've noticed, you've been here a few days now, you've noticed that the street lamps seem to glow brighter in daylight hours and dim during night hours. They never go all the way out, but they just dim.
Ah, they're in a Lutron system. Nice.
Mm.
Can we overhear what they're saying?
Make a perception check.
Not bad, actually.
Yeah, it seems like they are having a discussion about pesky kids causing trouble late at night, and the other one says, "Well, I don't know if it's kids. You know, I've heard a lot of weird stories about you know, ghosts and whatnot." And they're just going back and forth over. It's obviously teenagers. No, it's totally something supernatural.
Cool. Do I get any sense of like what's been happening, or if are they just talking about general?
They're not talking specifics at the moment.
I'm going to ask an interesting question that may be useless to ask, but like, is it obvious that Andra, having made a perception check, is listening to them?
No, she just kind of cocked her head to like overhear as you all are walking by. It's just a quick catch. There's nothing really noticeable about it.
Fine.
They're also not being particularly quiet. Like anyone with a anyone with a passive perception of 10 or more picks pretty much that up.
Okay. Did you hear what they were saying? Yeah, I'll just say out loud to Andra.
Some kind of kids pulling pranks or poltergeists pulling pranks or something.
Oh,
Apparently,
definitely
apparently people aren't sleeping well around here, and they're annoyed about it.
Does it sound like it's happening at night mostly?
Yes, they're complaining about nighttime disturbances.
Interesting. No, I won't be wasting our time during the day then, but I suppose if nothing else, we might maybe learn something in the day that might be difficult to pick up at night. I'm curious to also see if we might catch sight of that ancient woman again. She truly was ancient.
Yes.
I mean, day and night really just kind of seems like a courtesy around here, so...
That's true. I wonder if that really has any bearings on when these occurrences are happening, as the sun is obviously not really felt here. Something about these lamps, though, right? They certainly seem brighter than they do in the evening.
Sure, but, we could carry a bright lantern at night, too.
It's true. Jared, is it just street lights that are on, like in the evening, or they're like, that's pretty much the only light of town, I'm guessing, right? Since there's no moonlight, so if you were to like venture off the path or the road, you would pretty much be wandering through the dark?
Yeah, like the lights inside are like regular like candles, but they are in that weird glass that you noticed when you first entered the city, and that is what is like making it more magnified.
I guess I'm asking, like, if so even during the day, because they're relying on street light lamps, are they like bright enough that walking off the roads into someone's house or off the beaten path is dim light, or are people walking around with lanterns all the time?
No. Like it is bright light. Like it is sunlight equivalency. It's a different quality of light. Like that's what those lamps do. That glass that's set in those lamps, it amplifies the output. So it's like a Fresnel lens, sort of.
Yeah, like one could tell it's not the sun, but we're not like...
No, you're not squinting. It is perfectly bright light during the day. And at night, they either like don't have every single one on, or they do something. You haven't really seen anybody do it. You don't know what it is, but something kind of dims the lights down at night. So it's still visible out there, but it's not as bright as it is now during the day.
Could we make our way back to where the house is?
Yeah.
Perhaps just like check it out a little more thoroughly before we try to step foot inside again?
Yeah, you make your way right back to the former Kindred Spirits building, which you do know was a bar on the bottom floor, and apparently the adventurers lived on the upper 2 floors, which a 3-story building in this town is fairly rare, but it is what it is.
Everything else is smaller because everything else is bigger.
Everything else is smaller. There's a couple, especially in this Heart District, it's more common, but still, most of them are only 2 stories. And they're all about like 8 feet tall. So and it's an 8-foot story, not like a 10-foot story. Because as you have all learned by now, the city was originally built by dwarves, and they didn't need to build 10 feet tall. That would be silly. So they built 8 feet tall. So ceilings are kind of low in general.
Andre doesn't notice that.
No, you're perfectly fine. But continuing like around the building, this building is made out of stone. Those of you who have been inside can relate that there is like wooden flooring inside, which is interesting. And I think, Corvus, did you share about how there was a fire and that is supposedly what killed everyone?
Why don't, while I'm looking at it again with the party, I think that would occur. Like I would be like, yeah, when we were inside, these were the things we saw. Looked like a fire. Things weren't exactly burned like a fire. Like the weird discrepancies and.
Okay. Yeah.
Does the outside of the building look like it was on fire? Like, is it scorched?
No, outside
It is
mostly
not.
vandalized. It's just it looks like people love to.
It's mostly left alone, actually. The outside of the building has mostly been left to its own devices. There's like some like little runs of like maybe a scorch here or a soot line there, but mostly it just looks like dust and decay. As you're kind of looking around, Selenar, you do find something under your that you hit with your boot. It's a little wadded up piece of paper or parchment.
I pick it up and unfurl it.
Yeah, it says IGT potables free for 1 vial. And it's got like an address on it.
Is it the address we've been to before?
Nope, it's not one you're familiar with.
Does it have a dash in it? It's our little Queen's humor. Does Selenar share this with the group or keep it to himself?
Sure. Hey, look, a coupon on the ground. I just like wave it at the group.
So did it have a store or a name on it? Something to identify it? Is it still valid?
What time of day are we at right now?
It's
Is it
mid-
middle of the
Mid-morning.
day?
It's mid-morning.
Oh, sure. How far away is this address of the store?
Looks like it's a few levels down, back towards the spray catch.
We could check that out later, but what is that name there? Ozo, look at this. Didn't we see this name on something before?
What does it say?
I'm not crazy, right? Can I investigate this name?
Yeah.
See if I remember seeing this name.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
I think I can do that now. The investigation. Did it go? Hello? Oh no.
You're confident that you've seen this name all over the place.
Okay.
It's actually your name.
And as you realize, that's because you realize oh, IGT is the end of a lot of words. Like a lot of words end with that, like right and sight. So
never mind. Cora says, never mind. I'm an idiot. Just ignore that. I'm just, I don't know. I'm all hung up on mysteries, I guess. Well, I tried. Anyway. Okay, back to that.
Can you remind me as a player why we're at this house in particular? Like, was there something from the last game that pointed us to this address?
This is where Ozo and Corvus apparently came. They said they were coming back here, so I guess they've been here already. Guys, why did we come here?
Well, because, it's kind of neat and there's ghosts.
Is this the house? Is this the house where you had an encounter 3 sessions ago?
Yeah, basically. It's unfortunate that Mike's not here tonight because he was the one that was really pressing Corvus about this the other day when I sort of shrugged it off. So now
yeah,
I'm like,
which Renata, by the way, muttered something about having to attend a quick meeting, so he is kind of buggered off. So it's just the 5 of you at the moment.
Come to a town halfway across the continent. He knows everyone already.
That sounds about right.
From what you've described, this encounter was quite powerful, and this is the place it was in?
Yeah, there was definitely... I mean, we heard some kids talking about the kindred spirits. I remember finding some sort of monument to them in the graveyard. They're all assumed dead or missing, although one of the kids had his suspicions that at least a couple of them were still around. And before we walked into this house, there was a very old woman who suddenly appeared and warned us against going in, and warned us about the spirits. Now there's been, even today we heard rumors of spooky occurrences in this part of town, not just in the house, but there's something strange about this house. The way, then I'll mention the fire again, right? It's like, there's really no good explanation for how they all died, other than they seem to be gone.
As you're having this discussion, you hear behind you, "Don't go in there! It's cursed!" And you all turn around, and there is a little wizened old lady with like crazy long hair and like a kafkin and like a blanket over the kafkin and hand on a walking stick. "Don't go in there! It's very dangerous! All kinds of bad juju and bad things in there! Stay away!"
Corvus, your grandma is crazy.
She sounds slightly different than I remember, but that's her. I'm so sure.
Oh, you don't know. These two tried to get in the other day. Oh, maybe it was yesterday. I'm not sure. But beware! Beware!
I look at the old woman, and then I look at Corvus and say, "Why do we care about going in this house?"
You shouldn't!
Good question.
It's dangerous in there.
Old lady, this doesn't concern you. Piss off.
Wait.
She gets all ruffled and says, "Well, fine, ignore me," and wanders off.
No, come back. Please, old lady.
Make a persuasion check. You've offended the neighborhood old lady.
Yeah, it took like an absolute... Yeah, you know what? I am wondering why I brought you all here.
I'm fine taking a risk if there's a reason to, but
I'm fed up with this.
On 11, she turns around. She doesn't approach again, but she turns around and she goes, "Oh, what? You want to make fun of me some more?"
No, I don't know. He's in a bad mood today. A little too much last night. Listen.
I'm not the one that had a breakfast beer.
They weren't serving anything
You
else.
shushed me.
I'm going to walk closer to the old woman to try to get away from Lunine. Listen, I was hoping I would find you here. I want to know more about what you know about this house and the previous inhabitants.
Well, they've been gone for 5 years, dear. Burned alive. So they say.
Yes, so they say indeed. There's something very strange. It doesn't look like a house that has been burned in any conventional way.
Well, not an inferno, sure, but you don't need an inferno to die in a fire.
What do you need?
Just to not wake up in a fire, I suppose. I've heard this thing called smoke inhalation kills very quickly.
Were you around 5 years ago when they disappeared?
I lived in the area, yes. They were an entertaining group of people. They had a few members come and go over the years, but the few that stayed were dedicated to doing good, I suppose. Sometimes the reputation was always positive, but sometimes their means were questionable, but you didn't say that out loud, you know.
Interesting. Do they have any nefarious dealings? Is that what you're implying?
Well, I don't know about that. Certainly when they opened their tavern, some interesting folk came by to give it a spin and patronized every once in a while. They catered mostly to the well-to-do, sort of more, not so much the riffraff and normal folk, but those of us with a little more means.
Nothing stands out to you about the night of this supposed fire?
Oh, not really, except that it happened and it was very sad. But with those sorts of people, you know, the adventuring type, Oh, they all sort of, attract attentions and get all kinds of weird artifacts and, like, they returned to the heart of the solarium, supposedly.
Oh, and what is the heart of the solarium?
Well, the solarium is what powers all the light up in the heights to grow all the food and keep the animals happy, And about 7 years ago, it went out. And these kindred spirits took it upon themselves to quest for whatever it is that powers the thing. I don't know what exactly. And they got it back. Or at least they got it working again.
Interesting.
Do I hear this conversation? I would imagine I'm close enough.
DC 10%. What's your passive perception?
What a question.
Should be under passive skills on the left
It
of
should
your
be
character
10
sheet.
plus your wisdom.
Oh.
Unless you're proficient.
I am. I have a +6 perception.
Great, so
So it'd be
16.
16.
Yeah, you overhear the entire conversation.
The solarium is where Andra and I visited a couple days ago in game, yeah?
Yes. They're
Yeah,
real touchy
so-
about their obelisk.
So
No,
I'd
that's a
say
different place, but they are.
Oh.
The solarium was when we climbed super high and we got to the top, and there was the guy there watching the big glowy orb in the ceiling.
Mhm.
The gift of, I forget the name of the god. Did I write it down? That's a question. A gift from the guiding light to feed and keep the city running is what I wrote down in my notes. So I just described, sort of interject. Solarium is on top of the city over the farms on the top level. Andra and I visited, and the watcher of the solarium
His name was Donald.
Donald?
Donald.
He described the light as a gift from the guiding light to feed the city and keep the farms growing.
He also
Oh.
said that there was a whole cult of anti-god people that I don't know if they suspected them in what happened or if it was just. But he was very very concerned about that.
This is the first I'm hearing of the guiding light going out, though. Donald did not
No.
mention that.
Well,
But
if
it-
your prized artifact went out, you wouldn't necessarily want to tell everybody.
When
You'd think they
the-
notice.
When the kindred spirit, I'm talking to the old woman now. When the kindred
Mhm.
spirits returned this light to the solarium, would they have somehow pissed off anyone in the where they got it from? I mean, what?
Well, I don't know the details, but I'm sure everyone in town was happy that the food was going to keep growing.
I
Yeah,
mean,
probably.
Seems like they should not have really had any enemies in town, if they were.
Well, I certainly couldn't name any, but you know how heroing is. And some people get jealous, and everybody makes enemies when you're famous, I suppose. Some people just gotta be haters.
It may be worth making a trip to the Holy Road to the Temple of the Guiding Light to ask some questions about this, if we want to investigate further.
I'm curious how you know so much about these spirits in particular, though.
Well, they lived down the street from me. They were very famous while they were alive.
And what first tipped you off that they were back as spirits and dangerous, as you have been warning, I guess, warning us against them?
Well, ever since they died, weird things have been happening. Weird things! Unexplainable things. So it's gotta be them.
Weirder than you?
Hey, now. Let's be
I
nice.
beg your pardon. I don't
know
need
why
to take
everyone's
this.
So rude today. Now I've lost my question. God damn it. You know what? Everyone go home. I'm going to the haunted house alone.
Okay, bye.
No, I'm
Um,
coming.
Yeah, one final question. I'm sorry. I've totally lost it. Never mind. You can go. I'm so sorry for wasting your time. I guess we'll take it upon ourselves if we decide to go in again.
Yeah. But don't die if you do. I'd hate the smell of rotting corpses. And she throws her kaftan around her shoulder and like turns around and kind of strolls off, a little huffy.
I mean, really, who enjoys rotting corpses? Even I don't like the smell of rotting corpses.
Looney's just gonna look at Andra with an eyebrow raised.
What?
You're carrying around a dead fishman finger. I don't necessarily believe that.
It's like desiccated and stuff. It's preserved. It's not like rotting in my backpack.
It still didn't smell good for a couple of days.
Whatever. The boat didn't smell good.
Fair.
Audra, you have a way of determining if an object has magical properties, I believe, right?
Yeah, but it takes me 10 minutes.
I look around and
What?
glance at the house itself, and
Am I gonna get in trouble for groping this house like I did the obelisk?
Unless that old woman comes back, but she pretty much just seems upset that you have offended her twice.
Yeah, well,
Honestly,
she
she was pretty
I
annoying.
mean, I think in this
Yeah.
situation, ghosts are a form of magic, so if we're gonna go in, it'd be nice to know if the house itself is
Sure.
something.
Under
I don't even know what the word is.
Do you have a way to find out if it's cursed or something?
I just have Identify. I can go lean on the house and cast Identify for 10 minutes and see if I can learn
Yeah.
anything.
And Selenar doesn't know Identify, so he in character doesn't know how it works or really what it is. So I'm just like, hey, you saw if things were magical. Is this house magical?
Yeah, pretty much it will just tell me if it was created by a spell or if being affected by a spell. So yeah, I can tell if somebody made it be magic. However,
Well-
I will have to lean against this house, and you'll have to stop talking to me for 10 minutes because I have to concentrate.
I mean, I guess we could do that. Mostly it's just, it's weird. There's something weird.
It's definitely something strange going on.
So,
I
Andre,
would not recommend-
sorry, go ahead.
I would just say if we go in, would certainly not recommend going in alone. And don't
Sure.
leave without anyone either.
I don't need to go in, I just need to touch it. I'm gonna walk up and lean on the front of the house.
If you do want to dedicate some time to identify, I mean, Corvus could walk around and scope out and look for any other weirdness on the surrounding bits. We've only really encountered the house from this one location, one direction, I guess, one entrance.
Yeah. Do you want to go to the front, or do you want to rock around the side where it's a little less out of public eye?
I'm just gonna lean against the house and
Right on the
look like it.
right on the main street.
Right by the front door.
Okay.
Just lean casually against the house and like I'm, a
Mhm.
bored kid hanging around this neighborhood.
Okay. So you're doing
and
that.
I'll
casting
hang out
Identify.
with you.
Cool. So you're there.
Ozo will be trying not to look suspicious.
Great. You're doing that. Corvus, you kind of case the house. You do find another entrance on the back side of the house, kind of down an alley. Looks like a kitchen entrance that goes behind the bar that you know is inside. You also find one off to the side, which looks like it actually goes into the kitchen. So there's a kitchen entrance, a bar entrance. And then around the other corner, the far corner, you find a dilapidated, broken set of stairs that goes up to a landing to the second floor, but looks pretty destroyed and beat up. The stairs have kind of crumbled and are broken. Not totally intraversible if you wanted to get up there, but it would just be a little bit of a climb and hop kind of deal.
If I made the effort to climb and hop up there, is there like a window to peer in or something, so I could like take a peek inside without going.
There's a door at the top.
Right, is there a window on the door? I'm not going to break my own advice and try to enter this house alone.
Yeah, it looks like there's a small, like, front door type window.
Okie doke. I'm gonna... I've got 10 minutes, right?
Mhm.
How long can this take? Let's take a peek through that window up there.
Yeah, it takes you a couple minutes, but you can easily make your way up to that top landing, kind of pulling yourself up the broken staircases. Once you get up there, you find that the inside of that window is very heavily stained with something on the other side, something dark, and you can't see through it very well. Any light that's kind of streaking in through windows is very patchy, like it's weird. Make a perception check looking through this window, see if you can notice anything specific.
This has not been going well tonight, but let's see.
Cool. On a 14, it looks like you're looking into like maybe a common room or like an entry vestibule kind of thing. Maybe there's some like a ruined like shoe rack or something on the other side, but it's very patchy and hard to see through because it's just so coated with gunk.
Yeah, I get the impression that even like adding my light source to it's not really gonna do much if it's that.
Yeah, it's like the kind of gunk that would reflect back.
Yeah.
Are all the windows covered in gunk?
No, the ones on the first floor are fairly visible. There's like cobwebs and dust on them, but there's not like a thick blockage, anything blocking like there is. There's some staining, but not nearly as much as this one that Corvus is attempting to look through.
So,
Okay.
can I put my ear to the window and just listen to the inside?
Yeah, make a perception check.
I'm not with you. I'm just at the front of the house, kind of by...
Yeah, I was about to say, I wasn't trying to be like, oh, I didn't sneak off or anything.
20. 30.
Yeah. With a dirty 20, listening up close to the window, you don't hear anything.
You hear vroom vroom.
I'm bored. Can we go?
I guess at this point I would have had it's probably a good time to come back. Didn't know if I should be over.
Yeah, and about this time, Andra completes her ritual. The house is non-magical.
It's just a house.
Well, but, I mean, we should just go inside. Or come back at night.
Could come back at night. Is anyone at all interested in checking out the house? There's definitely something spooky going on in here. There may be, I don't know if there are relics here. They definitely sounded like they were sort of treasure hunters of sorts. But I'm not going to do it if no one else is interested.
We're going to check it out. We should do it now. We're here.
Yeah.
It's day.
Why would we want to come back if the ghosts are flying around?
Well, when we were here last, it was also day. Ozo, do you remember what it was exactly that prompted that? You saw them before I did.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I went in and then I wasn't there, but I was there, but you couldn't tell I was there, and then I could see her and you couldn't.
Yeah, she had to show herself to me. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Alright, so we're going in the house or we're leaving?
let's go.
All right, let's go. We have to go together.
Looning's armor is just gonna shimmer on.
So will Andra's.
Sing. All right.
All right. Corvus, I guess, will lead. He's brought us here.
Yeah, you all enter the old Kindred Spirits. It is dusty and there's like broken furniture. Some is like rotted from misuse or broken because of potential vandals maybe, or a big party, who's to say at this point. There's cobwebs. Up on one side, kind of in the middle of the room, there's this big fireplace. There is a bar. to a wall that seems to lead back to a pantry and like a kitchen area.
Dancing lights. All 4 of them.
Dancing lights are out.
You said there's a fireplace. Is there a fire in it? Like, is there any evidence that there is been people here?
Do you want me to
Nope.
tell Yandra all the things that we gleaned last time we were here that make it easier to...
Yeah, you can share whatever information you want.
Yeah, as we go around the rooms that I've discovered, or that we looked at last time, I'll point out, like, see, there's like this, whatever over here, and doesn't look like there was a fire. Look how great the floors look, blah, blah, blah.
When you say, look how great the floors look, you all notice that the floors are spotless.
So what, they've got a cleaning lady?
You tell me. This place has supposedly been left alone for 5 years.
Do I exist?
Yeah, yes. Good question. Where is Ozo?
Ozo is there with you all, and Ozo, you noticed that the last time you were here, like there was like some like ash or whatever on the floor, but there was also layers of dust.
There were layers of dust, you're right. And that's how we noticed when the glass moved over here, and I'm going to point at the kitchen now, or the bar, or whatever it was.
At the bar or the kitchen?
I'm sorry, the bar, that's where the...
Yeah.
Was.
There's no more dust or ash.
Which, when you point over to the bar and everybody looks over at the bar, there is a rag sitting on the bar.
Is it moving?
Very slowly.
See?
Creepy.
I told you.
Just
Eileen's gonna walk over to the rag and pick it up.
Be careful. Okay.
you go to pick it up, and before you can, the rag shifts like 5 feet over.
Excuse me. He's gonna try to get that rag again.
Make a dexterity check.
Is that you, Fenya?
16.
It scoots out of the way just barely. It looks like you almost had it.
I'm gonna prestidigitate some dust on the shiny floorboards, like just a spot of dirt.
Okay, there's
Prestidigitation.
a little bit of like black glitter, which is a weird idea, appears on the ground.
Yeah. Clean or soil any object.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever used the soil option.
I love it.
Yeah.
Fenya? Is that you, Fenya?
When you say, "Is that you, Fenya?" An image begins to materialize. A small halfling appears holding the rag on the other side of the bar with a big kind of creepy smile. He's got kind of like Wolverine style hair, but he's like clad in like dark clothing and totally transparent and see-through, and a big like kind of jerky smile. He's like, "Oh, so you know Fenya?"
Yep. We talked the other night, and then she tried to kill me, but
Don't touch anyone, Corvus says.
Yep.
Just came to say hi, see if everything was less angry.
Oh, see, well, that's the tricky thing. You are alive, and you walked into this place.
The door was open.
Well, we kind of wanted to
Yeah,
know, like,
That's the
how
trick.
is it that you're alive and not alive? And
Oh, well, see, that's the other fun trick. We're not alive. We're dead.
Okay,
What happened?
but like, you're doing stuff, and sometimes it's clean and sometimes it's not. And you're supposed to have been set on fire.
Yeah, I don't know what
Ooh.
happened.
Oh, you don't?
Nope.
Are you trapped?
Aren't we all?
Trying to see if there might be some way to help you find peace? without sucking the life out of anyone.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there anything you need? Anything left done finished in life? I mean,
Probably.
nothing comes to mind. No final wishes that you wish you just had.
No, but I'm sorry for what's going to happen. And
All right.
the gnome
Aw,
or the
man.
halfling goes invisible, and I need everybody to roll initiative. So click your token, roll initiative, and we will be right back in 5 minutes after this short break. We will come back to an exciting encounter with some spiritual essence involved. So we'll be right back in just 5 minutes. Thank you all. We'll see you, after this short rest. everyone, we are back. We have just rolled initiative in the former Kindred spirits. So let's dive right into that. The form of this little halfling clad in black, whose name, by the way, Corvus, you would know from the monument you found. You believe this to be Urabel.
Urabel?
Urabel, yep. So, great. Let's do that. Let's bring you all to the map so you can see what you can see. All right, here we go. Boom.
I'd like to point out that I discovered that I had some of this beer left in my fridge, and it seemed appropriate.
What is it?
Haunted House.
Haunted House by Halligash. It's their October seasonal.
Wonderful.
Am I the only one who still sees Matt as a pink dot?
Yep.
What have I done now? Now,
Maybe you only see me
What
how
have
you
I
want to see me. Do you think of me as a
Well-
pink dot, Sarah?
Well, Corvus, it is your turn to start off this initiative. You see the
you are.
you see Urabel go invisible, and he was like see-through the entire time, and it seems like it was almost like he had to really maybe he had to like really think about being visible. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Urabel.
Is it like a translucent or like an opaque?
It was very translucent.
Okay.
It was more like the outline with like a 10% opacity.
No, is it dark in here?
There are glowing lights sussing around.
I see nothing but a black void.
Oh, sorry about that. Let me...
As I say, I know it's a little dim, but shit, we're fuck out of luck now.
I definitely put up the dancing lights when we came in here.
You did. Let me grab them. Sorry about that.
Ah, look, there's my friends.
Do you have one like in a specific spot?
No, I would have just I set up all I said I put up all four and I would just spread them at their 20-foot limit. Just so that, you know.
Great.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like this?
Yeah.
Great.
Just casting some general light upon the room.
Great. So that is what you see.
Cool.
Wonderful. Yeah, as soon as a character with dark vision enters or is in the room, it how about there? I just see it like normally, so like I have to click into
I
someone's
see.
token to notice that it is dark.
Oh, bummer. Well, we'll
see.
keep you honest.
So me and Lunine and Ozo are at the bar. That's the bar we are at.
Yep. The individual you were talking to was kind of back here before turning invisible. So Corvus, we're up to you.
Okay, I'm gonna say his name, and I'm gonna say this is. Is that the door, by the way? Or is that a window?
So if it looks like a window, it's a window, and if it looks like a door, it's a door.
Fair. What did I just lock?
I think you just locked the window.
Whoops.
I
What do I
mean,
get for clicking, I guess.
they all should be locked anyway.
I'm gonna say, yeah, it's your bell. This is not the way to do this. All right, I'm trying to help you, and if we can't help you, then we'll just leave. And I'm going to. I'm going to take one step in this direction. Is this towards the door-ish?
Yep.
It's getting darker, so I get away from the light. take a step around the corner, I guess. So I've got a wall to my back.
Mhm.
And can I do a perception? I mean, this is a shot in the dark. Can I do a perception check to see if I hear any like footsteps? I know it's a ghost, so that's probably stupid.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Or like dust being disturbed. Well, there's no dust here now.
No dust.
Yeah, I don't know what I would actually glean. Taking a shot in the dark.
Yeah, with a 16, you just hear kind of like generic old, like a slight breeze, although you don't know where it's coming from. Like maybe creaking floorboards, but that doesn't make sense because it's made out of wood, or it's made out of stone. So things are happening that don't make sense.
Gotcha. Okay. Then I suppose I should ready in action for if this. Oh man, I have to really make a choice here. Whether.
Yeah, what action are you readying?
Let us start with the hand crossbow.
Okay.
As I believe even Jeff's character is in range of that, and if I see this guy appear and hostile to any of my party members, I'll let out a bolt.
Okay, Ozo, we go to you. Andra, you're on deck, followed by Lunine.
Yar.
Yeah. Be careful about letting them touch you. And then Ozo is gonna hold a hand of harm.
For
Attack.
for what trigger?
For if any ghost appears next to a friend that I can reach, I will go to it and hit it.
Okay. Well, you can't hold movement and an attack. You can hold movement or an attack.
Okay, so a ghost that appears near me that seems hostile.
Okay, great.
Or me, because I'm right next to you.
Yeah.
That would be in the range, and a threatened square around her and around them.
Yep.
Great. Andra, Lunine's on deck.
That is. Oh crap! If I concentrate on something else, it's going to get real dark in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it was enough to see last time, though, right? Like we saw things. Or
Yeah.
did I have my hooded lantern out?
You may have had your lantern out.
But Ozo doesn't have dark vision, do they?
The windows are covered.
No, but they were following you the whole time. You just didn't see them.
Interesting.
It is interesting.
Fascinating. I wanna look at the dirt I dumped on the floor. Is it still there?
Uh-huh.
Cool. I'm gonna. Is the rag still on the bar? Did it vanish with the dude?
The rag is about here on the bar. It did not vanish.
Did not vanish. Is it still moving?
Nope.
Cool.
But
Andra?
it is not laying on the bar. It is on the bar, but it's not like crumpled on the bar.
It's floating?
Yeah.
Cool. Andra is going to throw a cone of burning hands at the rag.
Okay. Very cool.
I'm going to attempt to not burn Lunine, who is sitting next to me in that process. I'm going to... No.
Cool. Yeah. And so if you go over to your measuring tool and you click cone,
Yeah.
you can...
Cone. What's my cone degree? Why are there so many cone degrees?
Just stick with 45.
Okay, great.
So everything in the area that you create will suffer from the attack.
Fine. Yeah.
So right like that? Great.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Alrighty. All right. Do-do-do-do.
Uh,
Uh,
and any
and-
flammable objects in the area will ignite,
okay.
and any creature needs dexterity saving throw.
Is it half damage on a success or anything like that?
Yes, it is half damage on a success.
Okay, great. All right. Cool. The bar catches on fire.
Hey guys, I got more light.
It's true. Let's see. Fire.
It only ignites flammable objects that are not being worn or carried. So the potential useful information is: does the rag burst into flame?
The rag does not burst into flame. It seems to be
Touch
perfectly
rag.
fine.
Well, there's our answer. We can't hurt them. We should leave. Sorry I brought you here, guys.
Yeah.
More importantly, DM, I'm sorry you prepared this encounter.
Oh, it's cute. You think you can escape. So there's a fire there now.
You're welcome.
This is for science, right? We're going to see the results of the house after this fire.
Anything else, Andra?
Nah. Actually, yes. Having done that, I'm going to then back away from the bar.
When you say the words for science, you just hear Grig in the background just laughing.
Lunine, we're over to you. Selenar is on deck-ish.
Lunine's just gonna vault over the bar and go over here
Okay.
and just kind of do perception.
Yeah, absolutely.
See if I hear anything.
Yeah.
Nope.
You don't hear anything except a cackling fire now beginning to come to life on that bar. It's not quite enough to spread yet, but it looks like it's starting to catch.
He'll just draw his short swords and stand at the ready.
Okay.
Actually, no. He's gonna go over and pat out the fire. Andra, we're inside the house.
Okay. Okay.
It was dark.
Yeah. You can pat it out. Do you want? So you use your action to pat out the fire because it's
Yes.
big enough. Okay, great. So it goes away.
I don't feel like burning down.
Very cool. All right. Good.
Yep.
All right.
I will say out loud, if the rag didn't catch fire, something's holding it.
Which, Lunine, you see the rag drop to the floor. And then over by the fireplace, there's a little, like, triangle that starts to ring. Ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. And then, Andra,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make a strength check for me, please.
Oh dear.
Negative a million.
Straight up strength, huh?
Yep.
Oh, apparently I'm
Wonderful.
feeling
Drunk.
Yeah. So you feel like some kind of force like grab at you and attempt to throw you against the wall that you are nearby. But you push through it and resist it so you do not get thrown into the wall.
absolutely not.
Selenar, we're over to you.
So where on the map is the rag and the triangle?
So the triangle is over here, actually not too far from you, by this old fireplace. And
Like, which square is it? I want to walk over and cast Thunder Wave, but not in a way that my allies would be in the blast.
yeah, it's like right over like the middle of the fireplace.
So if I just walk 1 square to here, and then cast Thunder Wave to the left, it's a 15-foot cube.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm trying to knock whatever's ringing the bell out of whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to cast Thunder Wave to the left.
Okay, great.
Wait, the what?
I guess it's an attack roll.
No, it's a con.
It's a con save.
Well,
Okay.
sure, but a roll of a push of the cast button.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Great. You hear a slight oof as something happens. The little triangle goes clattering to the ground, broken off of its like thin leather cord that it was hanging by.
And everyone is deaf.
Awesome.
Great. Anything else on your turn?
No, Selenar still doesn't quite know what's happening, so
Okay.
that's it.
Corvus, we're back to you.
Yeah, I believe I unfortunately said if I see someone be hostile, and I didn't see anyone. So, where is Sarah's character now? Andra?
I'm
Is
right next to you.
You don't say.
I'm in the square diagonally below and to your right.
Yeah, you saw Andra step into the darkness.
Great.
And also
believe-
just yell at some unknown.
Well, yeah, something moved you, but I don't know if I actually caught any of that if you're in the darkness.
No, but I
Which is
yelled about it.
unfortunate. Yeah, which is unfortunate. I'm out of my element here. I don't know what I was thinking.
What do you want to do, Corvus?
I'm going to. I'm gonna prepare my short sword and dagger combo, I suppose.
Okay, so you can prep your action, but not your bonus action.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of just trying to keep my wits about me, and if something's moving around invisible, I suppose I'm gonna be ready to swing if something comes at me.
Okay.
I can't really see anything. I don't know if moving or hiding is gonna do any good, so.
Okay,
I have no spells.
great. Ozo.
I'm gonna push out into the world the thought, aren't you supposed to be good guys? As loud as I can.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
We haven't actually been attacked yet, so.
Only a 16.
Just wait for
I was
it.
attacked.
Well, not. And Ozo was attacked a couple days ago in game.
I was
As I
just attacked.
understand
I just shoved them off.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any result?
None that you hear.
Great. Then I will continue. Oh, and do I use up a key point because it never did a thing? Is it like a spell slot, or is it just I didn't do it, so it's fine?
No.
They're like smites. You can use key points just as you go as you make attacks.
Yeah. Because the trigger doesn't happen if you don't attack, and you didn't attack, so you didn't get a chance to spend the key point.
Okay, perfect.
Because what you're actually
I will-
what you're actually holding is an attack, and then if you hit, you get to spend the key point to do the harming hand.
Okay. Then I will ready the same thing. If something hostile, I will take 2 steps which is the direction of the thunderwave? Sorry.
Selenar cast Thunderwave over here.
And there was a thud.
The only thing you really heard was a clattering of the triangle to the ground, and a light, ugh.
Cool. I will just take one step this way and just be ready if something hostile appears.
Okay. Andra, back to you.
Oh, geez, already?
Mhm.
Cool. Well, guys, this seems like a bit of a bust. I'm going to move one of the dancing lights.
Yep.
Over to the door. Right, I know where the door is. I came in through it.
Yep. So you move it one square closer to you.
That is the door that just appeared. Yeah, that's the door right there.
That's the door, yeah.
Cool. I want to actually put the dancing light above the door.
So how does this work? If it's farther than 20 feet away from another light or 20 feet away from you?
I can move the lights up.
Or is
to
it like a
60
chain? Okay, great.
A light must be within 20 feet of another light created by this spell. So they can all come. They can all come closer. Like they can only be 20 feet apart. So I'm pulling them all closer to put one above the door.
Okay, great. Great, cool.
And then I'm going to attempt to open the door.
Okay, so you move over to the door. The door is locked.
Yeah. Guys, door's locked. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna stand here and rattle the door.
Okay.
I have no skills that would open this door other than
You could,
taking the doorknob.
It's a shame.
if you want to use your action to try to bust it open, make an athletics check.
Sure. Me, my little 3 foot
A 13, unfortunately, will not do it.
is going to attempt to break down the door.
Hey, it's possible. But not with a 13.
Nah,
You did roll an 18 before.
I did. It's true.
All right, Lunine, we're back to you.
So after Andra says the door is locked, he's gonna hop over the bar again.
Show off.
Hop.
Get to the door. Can I get to the doorknob if that's possible? I know I can't stop in their space or like end my turn in their space, but can I?
Andra's kind of like pulling on it at the moment, and you can't quite get to it.
Can I get to where that little part in where the door like goes into the frame? I can't think of the word.
Like the door jam?
Is that what it's called?
Well, what are you trying to do?
You turn the doorknob, it goes back into the door so you can open it.
Yeah.
Strike plate.
Sure. Lunine's gonna take one of his short swords and jam it in the door, like right above it.
Okay. Make an attack roll. Actually, technically, it's out of range of you.
That's why I was saying, can I get in this, like, kind of between there and jam it in? I'm not ending my turn in the space, but momentarily occupying it.
I can-
No.
Even though I'm small?
No, between Corvus and Andra, there's just a lot of, like, going on right next to the door.
I'm a very broad-shouldered
Can I
individual.
retcon back to my spot?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see that the door... With the light over there, you can see that the door is not an ideal scenario with Andra and Corvus kind of blocking it at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I could just momentarily occupy it. Can I see this little hatch next to me?
Yeah, you see a little hatch.
Can I open it?
Yeah, you...
That goes deep in the cellar.
It does not come undone.
Oh, they've really closed it all up this time.
However, if you want to use your action to make a strength check, you may be able to open it.
Sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, just like your object interaction essentially doesn't let you to open it. But go for it. Make a strength check.
12.
You heave. It does not. It does not budge. It sounds like something. It doesn't feel like there's a lock on the other side. It feels like something is holding it, like, closed.
What?
Like, does it feel like something is on the other side holding it closed, or like something standing on it?
You're not sure.
Weird.
Damn. Okay.
Okay. Anything else? Bonus action?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. What happens next is descending from the ceiling. A spectral form appears as it floats down through the ceiling. And you see kind of like a lizard folk, not quite a dragonborn, but definitely like lizard folk looking. And what you see...
A floating lizard.
A floating lizard person appears. Corvus, can you see this person? No, you cannot see the form. So sad. Neither can Ozo.
Why are you taking all the ghost away from us?
Neither can Ozo?
Nope.
But the rest of us can?
Only those with dark vision can see it. Like, if you can see the token, you can see the creature.
No.
But I can see the token. Oh, is it because I have Selenar available to me right now?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I bet that's why.
I've been trying to trick myself into ignoring it.
Yeah, let me remove that, because then... Fuck. There we go.
Got it. Perfect.
Thank you for reminding me. Cool. Yeah. So, Selenar and Lunine, I think, are the only two who can see it, which is convenient, because it's just going to approach Selenar, and you see kind of a feminine voice, very haughty and like, I'm in charge, kind of regal almost, because like, I think you should sustain me. And reaches out with a hand to attack you. That is an 11 to hit.
I don't think so. As I dodge the attack.
Yeah, you dodge the attack very nicely. Very cool. Next thing that happens... Do
the rest of us hear the voice?
Yeah, you all heard the voice. Next thing that happens, Andra, I need another strength saving throw.
Awesome. Strength saving throw.
Sorry, strength check. Which I think is the same thing.
Yeah, probably. I'm not good at either, so 12.
Yeah. Oof. This time, you feel yourself picked up and chucked against the wall on the other side over here.
I yell about it a lot.
Yeah, you get smashed against it. Let's check something. Yeah. So, you take... great. So, you get slammed into the wall, moved 10 feet. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. And make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw for your concentration. Ooh, an 11. Very good. You maintain concentration on the lights as the wind gets knocked out of you.
I will definitely make a ruckus about this as it's happening.
Yeah,
I still
fair.
can't see anything, can I? I can't even see you, and you're supposedly next to me.
There's a light above your head now, for God's sake.
Yeah.
I can't
You've
explain
been
it.
thrown away.
I cannot explain it. I don't know if it's the
Yeah.
physics of Roll20 or something else going on.
No, because she was here, but she got thrown 10 feet into the darkness.
Into
So-
the darkness.
So you can't see this square right now, is what you're telling me?
I can see that square, but like
Yeah.
this square and this I can see, but I guess she's here?
Yeah, she
Yes.
got thrown somewhere over in this direction.
So you
Okay.
saw me get picked up and thrown, and then I vanished into the darkness.
Yeah,
yelling my ever living head off.
Very much she was like, you saw her levitate, get picked up, and like, and phew, as though something was like holding her, and then she got thrown into the dark. Right,
Screaming bloody murder the entire time.
yes. The next thing that appears descending from another point in the ceiling, a familiar form appears to Corvus and Ozo. You see an spectral form of an elf female.
Oh, hi.
You see the familiar form of Fenya, and she goes, "Lunch! You came back!" And she floats over towards you, Ozo, which does trigger your attack, your held attack.
Excellent. I wonder if it's going to roll this time.
I technically lost mine, didn't I? Because there was a turn between and I didn't hold it.
There's an attack.
No, you were holding a short sword attack for if anything came close to you.
Oh, that's right. I reheld. Sorry.
A 16 will hit.
Great. And there's the harm that's supposed to be harm.
What kind of damage is it a separate kind of damage, or does it roll into the bludgeoning?
Scrolling, hand of harm, close that. Necrotic.
Okay, great. So you punch the spectral form with your held reaction. You spend your key point. The bludgeoning damage doesn't seem to harm it as much as you had hoped. And the necrotic damage that you push into it has no effect whatsoever.
Damn it.
Fenya looks down at the hand that you've punched in her chest, and she's like, "Tit for tat!" And she reaches out towards you. That is a 14 to hit.
No.
You see it coming, and you dodge out of the way of the hand.
Come on, Fenya. I did that because you sounded mad. Can we please just be friends? You scared me.
Selenar, we are over to you. Corvus, you're on deck.
Well, this bitch that
Ish.
just.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna cast a second level Thunder Wave
Okay.
at this bitch's face.
Yeah. Go for it. She fails. So that is 18 thunder damage. You cast the spell, and you see her take the brunt of it. But it doesn't look like it does as much damage as you were hoping.
She is also theoretically pushed 10 feet away from me on a fail, unless her ghostliness mitigates that.
I'm going to say no.
Says, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Yeah.
On a successful save, it's half damage and isn't pushed. So she's slammed into the wall and takes 18 damage, that bitch.
Yeah, and you can see the thunder damage. It doesn't like hurt her as much as you thought, even though you see her get pushed back into the wall. But she just looks down and smiles at you. Anything else on your turn?
No. Period. No.
All right. Next thing that happens. Need to check something. Oh yes, cool. Andra, you cannot see in the dark, correct?
This is true.
Great. Wonderful. So then you cannot see this attacker.
Awesome.
That is a 21 to hit
Yeah.
for 10 force damage. As you
Dude, what the fuck?
as you feel what feels like a longsword jab into your side and then pull itself out, but there's no wound there. As you reach out, there's no blood. It just feels like a massive bruise. The second attack, at advantage, because you can't see the attacker, was double natural ones.
Nice.
So for an instant, visible only to you, Andra, you see tiny little eyes glow around the edges of about your height. And the shimmer of a spectral longsword as it swings over your head. Yeah. So you know someone is there now. I need a Constitution saving throw, DC 10, for your lights.
Rip.
Oh no.
It's real dark now.
Indeed, the lights go out. So those who were relying on light
Yeah.
are in trouble. Boop.
Super dark, guys. Sorry.
Corvus, we are over to you.
Okay. This is fucking stupid. It's the door's beside me, yeah? I can at least
Yeah.
feel that?
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna try to pick the lock. Probably something I could do with my eyes closed.
Which is good because they essentially are.
Is that a thieves' tools thing?
Yeah. So you're gonna like kind of fumble down. First, just make a dexterity check for me, real quick, just to like find the lock in the dark.
Straight dexterity?
Yep, straight dex. Cool. So it uses up your bonus action, but you do manage to get there. It was only a 5, so you're fine. So you're able to get yourself in front of it. Uses up your movement and bonus action. But you can make an attempt to unlock this door. The check is at disadvantage because you cannot see what you're doing. But you can make your thieves' tool check.
Okay, I'm trying to find where that is.
So it's dexterity plus proficiency. If you didn't add a custom skill, you can just roll any of your dex skills that you're proficient in.
That's the thing, I could have sworn it was there.
Let a hand works.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Do you have expertise in it, or do you just have...
It doesn't fucking matter, evidently.
With a 25, Corvus, you feel the lock turn, and you realize upon getting your tools in there and unlocking, the door was already unlocked.
Interesting. I thought I heard someone say it was locked.
You did.
That was me.
Like,
Magical lock.
the mechanical lock is not locked. Something else is keeping the door closed.
Oh, so it's still closed. Okay.
Yeah, you realize it's unlocked, and you try to open the door, and it won't budge.
Interesting. So that's everything. That's my action, bonus action right there, huh?
Yeah. You've still got half your movement if you want half your movement.
Sure. I'll take half of my movement to move in the dark where I can't see. No, I'm gonna stay put, I guess.
Okay, Ozo.
Well, I'm gonna stand there, and I'm gonna say again to Fenya, out loud and loudly, in my brain pan. Seriously, you guys are supposed to be the good guys. And
Uh-huh.
I was gonna do patient defense.
Okay, great. So you
No,
take...
I'm not gonna do patient defense. I'm
Oh.
gonna do the normal version of that.
So you're going to dodge?
Yes.
Okay. Great. So you take the dodge action. Go ahead and make a persuasion check as you push out mentally in the direction of Fenya.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, all you get back is a sense of, I gotta do what I gotta do, and I'm hungry.
They can't talk back
Nope.
in my brain.
She did earlier though. The last time we
Well,
were here.
she is capable of it.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
it's
a bad
not.
thing.
But it's not her turn. Like you put this out, and this is just the sense that you get. Okay, Andra, over to you.
I'm gonna throw another burning hands cone at where the eyes were.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a dex save.
Okay.
And again, anything flammable in that cone bursts into flame.
Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right.
And I'm gonna yell, "Don't fucking touch me!"
Cool. So the wall starts to be on fire. How am I going to display that? I'm going to display that with a candle. Bonk. So there's a little bit of light down there.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see now this spectral form of this tiny little gnome with a longsword in both hands. Corvus, you can see the light. You recognize that visage as the heroic adventurer known as Shim. Okay, great. Lunine, over to you.
All right. Gonna go over here.
Uh-huh.
First, then I'm gonna stab at the ghost.
Go for it, baby.
I'm not gonna stab at the ghost. Apparently. Alright. 2 sword swings.
Swing away.
Natural 1 and a 17.
Okay, the natural one will miss. You end up like trying to stab through, and she kind of like sticks out her tongue and it licks along your arm. You feel rude. You take 3 points of cold damage. And the 17 plus whatever
There would be a-
you roll.
23.
Yeah, that definitely hits. So go ahead, roll damage on the second attack.
And I'm gonna add a Siren Strike to it.
Ooh, nice.
So that's 6 plus the 10 short sword damage plus another 6 psychic.
Okay, great. Yeah, you see that your sword doesn't hurt this figure as much, doesn't hurt her as much, but the psychic emanations that run off your blade, kind of down the blade, kind of makes her grab her head and go, "No, that is inconceivable!" She looks angry.
And guess what? I'm gonna do it again. I action search.
Oh, nice. Go for it, baby. Make your attacks.
Dirty 20.
That will hit.
I'm doing the same thing again. So that's 5 short sword damage plus 8 psychic.
Oh, nice. Wonderful. Yeah, once again, the short sword doesn't do as much as you had hoped, but the psychic damage really hurts it. I'm not getting your psychic rolls for some reason. That's sad.
It's just not taking any of my... I can only do skill checks.
That's so weird.
That's all I got.
Did it update for you recently or no?
Yeah, I've uninstalled it, reinstalled it. We're just doing skill checks and
Wow.
nothing else.
That's so skeezy. I'm sorry. But yeah, it looks like this entity is like trying to hold on to itself. And it is now its turn. And it desperately reaches out towards you and be like, give me what I need! But that's an 8 to hit. So that will miss you, Lunine.
Who? Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sorry, I turned the volume down because Matt was like really loud earlier.
Oh, no worries. It's an 8 to hit, so it will miss you
Yeah, no.
as it lunges towards you.
Is that a normal thing that I didn't know?
No, it was just strangely loud tonight for some reason, and I'm leaning back in my chair, and so I can't turn the Discord volume down because I'm lazy. So I just turned my headset down.
Yep. Cool. The next thing that happens, descending from the far corner of the realm, I think only Selenar can see it. Let me check. Oh no, Lunine can see it too. Yeah. Descending from over here, another form appears. A half-elven, ghostly figure. With kind of a fancy robe and long hair and pointy ears.
Oh, he's fancy.
He is fancy. So Selenar and Lunine can see him at the moment. But he just descends and just kind of watches the others. He doesn't do anything. Next up, Lunine, I need you to make a strength check, please. Okay. You feel yourself picked up by some force wraps itself around you. And oh, look at that. That's not what I wanted. Fine. Do. And you are thrown clear across the bar, smashing into this wall.
Ouch.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you smash against the wall. Next up, we've got... it's Fenya's turn. She goes after Ozo again. You're dodging, so she's got disadvantage on her attack.
Glorious.
That will be an 8. Good thing
Nope.
good thing you dodged. Otherwise, it would have been a 19.
Yay. Yay.
All right, over to Selenar.
I am going to put a flaming sphere between me and this lady that I just slammed against the wall. Flaming sphere is a 5-foot diameter sphere. I can, yep, in that square exactly. It basically occupies 1 square.
And it emits light, right?
It does. Bright light within a 20-foot radius, and dim light for an additional 20 feet after that.
Yay.
So it should light up the whole room, essentially. It
Yeah.
is a
Baller.
concentration. It is concentration for me. So I am interested to do that, and then I'm gonna move into this square.
Yeah.
And I think I have. If I find it in my life here somewhere. I'm gonna try to hide behind the bar
Okay.
from the dude that's been attacking me.
All right. Go ahead. Is it an attack roll or a saving throw when it?
I found it in my
appears.
character sheet somewhere where it's. I'm sorry. What are you asking?
Flaming sphere. When you summon it, you get to make the attack roll. Is it an attack or is it a saving throw?
It is. Sphere. So I can summon the sphere, and then as a bonus action, I can move the sphere. If I slam the sphere into a creature, that creature must make a saving throw against the sphere's damage.
Great.
Which I'm totally going to do. So I summon the sphere, I hide behind the bar, and I try to slam the sphere into the ghost that's been attacking me.
Yeah. Is it a dex save?
It is a 14 dex save.
Oof. So she dodges it, taking only half the damage, but it doesn't look like the fire damage does as much as you had hoped.
Yeah.
It seems like these incorporeal entities are resistant to a lot of elemental damage. Okay. Next up, we have Shim. Shim, our little ghost with the longsword down here.
Oh, I don't like him.
Yeah, he's looking at you and is like, sorry, lady, but my friends need to eat. Sorry about it. He looks almost resigned to it as opposed to like malicious about it. That's a 24 to hit for 6 force damage.
Cool.
And another natural 1.
Cool.
Wow.
I don't feel so good, guys.
Yeah. Very cool. Corvus, back to the top with you. You can see this ghostly warrior attacking Andra and like smashing her out.
Okay, I'm going to try to attack it with the short sword.
What's that?
Which means I have to get closer.
It does.
Might as well stand here. Is that what I want to do? There, I can see slightly more of the room if I stand there. Interesting.
A 13 will not hit, unfortunately.
I know.
The spectral longsword comes up and kind of like ping blocks the short sword.
Yeah. How about the dagger?
The dagger slips through. Go ahead, roll damage on the dagger. And you do get your sneak attack, because you are within 5 feet of an ally.
Yep.
Okay, that is 11 damage.
Also,
you see the damage doesn't do as much as you had hoped.
Yeah.
yeah, I do see that. I've been seeing... No, I haven't really been seeing that, have I? Because I couldn't see anything. I would like to go ahead and trigger my Wells from the Grave. Does it have to hit an... it has to hit an let me read everything. Maybe it's not going to work.
I believe it is another target within 30 feet of you.
It's within 30 feet. Okay. Yeah, 30 feet, which could be this thing.
Yeah.
Could be.
Great. I just need Corvus to see that it's not going to work. So
Sure.
there's no save on that, but it's 2 points in necrotic if they take necrotic.
Yeah. So you jab into your opponent here, and it seems like it pulls some of the life essence out of the ghost, and then pew fires it off in a little bolt towards the ghostly form of Fenya, which it hits and has no effect on.
Cool. That's a bummer. Won't use that again. End of turn.
Okay, Ozo, over to you. Andra's on deck, followed by Lunine.
May I take a passive glance at yon elf who has just appeared and is just watching?
Yeah.
Try to understand what he's doing.
Yeah, go ahead. Make an insight check.
Darn.
Or are you just trying to see his behavior?
There you go.
Well, a 21.
No, I'll make it a full insight check.
Cool. With a 21 and a quick glance, you see that he is just watching for the moment, and it looks like he's got a strange expression on his face. It is both... It's like resigned concern, and maybe even a little flash of guilt.
Great.
Yeah.
This is what I was looking for.
Well, there you go. You done got it, I guess.
Yeah, somebody among them has to be not as chaotic as the rest. Because I've seen parties. Great. So I will send with my brain to yon elf.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously, guy, what is it keeping you here? Everybody's scared of your house and scared of you. Wouldn't it be better to be remembered as good guys and not be so scary?
And I will take the dodge action again.
Okay. Very cool. Andra, over to you. Lunine's on deck.
Cool. I am going to look at Corvus and tap him on the shoulder and say, "Oh, hey, you can spit acid now." As a bonus action.
Is this a dream?
And then I'm going to disengage as my action.
I think casting the spell is an action.
It's a bonus action.
Oh, nice. And you have to concentrate on it?
I do have to concentrate on it.
Okay.
This is genius.
And then I am going to run the fucking hide over here, maybe? I'm trying to get the fuck away from this dude that keeps stabbing me with his spectral longsword because I'm not enjoying that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna run over here and, like, I don't know, hide behind Lunine, maybe?
All right, so you're over there cowering in a corner. Love it.
Yeah.
All right.
And, Corvus, you can now spit acid in a 15-foot cone.
Very cool. All right, Lunine. You've been thrown into a wall, and you feel the force that threw you kind of let go, and you're like, ugh. So yeah, what would you like to do?
I stand up.
Yeah, you weren't knocked prone, so you don't have to use your movement.
Just slammed into a wall. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Second wind.
Yeah. Roll those beautiful heal dice.
A 1!
Oh, that sucks.
So I get 3 back.
Okay. The only one that matters is the last one.
Mm-hmm. And I backstab Fenya.
All right, go for it.
Where is it? Right there. No, I don't backstab Fenya.
What's the total?
11.
Oh yeah. She notices behind you just at the last second and moves out of the way. All right. Good there?
Yep. Oh, so are you just gonna keep talking? Are you gonna punch the ghost?
You don't hear me talking.
Or
Yeah.
standing there? Right.
You have no idea.
Oh, so you're just gonna keep standing there? You're gonna punch the ghost? There you go.
There you go.
That's it.
Let them do their thing.
So
I don't know what their thing is.
No one does. That's the best part.
They're just standing there.
the lizard folk chases after you, Selenar, because you tried to burn it down. That is a natural 1.
There's been a lot of those for them on this combat.
It really
Okay
has.
with it.
Yeah, it reaches towards you and totally misses, and you see, like, her hand kind of gets, like, stuck in the bar for a moment, and she pulls it out at the last second before it, like, almost looks like it was going to solidify. The next attack on her will have advantage because she was momentarily distracted.
Ooh.
The elf looks at you, Ozo, and kind of float walks over around the corner. And you hear him go, "We were good in life. I didn't mean for this to happen, but, you know, it's not their fault. They got to do what they got to do to keep existing. Sorry about it."
Everyone keeps saying that.
But that's all he does on his turn.
Okay.
Next up, you hear from right next to you, Selenar, you hear, "Zorn, don't tell them everything. They're invading our home." Let's see. Yeah, I think it's going to be Lunine again. A strength check, please. Monsieur Lunine.
7.
Oh no. You are picked up and thrown against the bar. For 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well, I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fenya reaches out towards Ozo again and being like, "It's just what I have to do." But that is an 8 to hit.
Great. No, thank you.
Wonderful. Selenar, over to you.
I would like to. So this guy, if I retreat from him, is it going to be an attack of opportunity because he had his hand stuck in the bar, or can I escape in that window?
She rolled a nat 1, so she doesn't get her reactions this turn.
Okay, so I'm backing away slowly into this corner like a pansy, and then I would like to. Man, I have so many.
What's your armor class?
12.
As you move through this area, you feel like a punch, like a jab up into your ribs for 7 points of force damage.
Shit. Okay.
It doesn't stop your movement, so you can get there, but I need you to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. Okay, you maintain Flaming Sphere.
Cool. Great. So I am going to. So that's my move, and then I am going to. This explodes with what's the radius? Alright, so I'm gonna throw an ice knife at the same one I've been attacking.
Okay, great. An 18 will hit. Okay. Succeeds on the saving throw.
So he takes the 10 piercing, but half
Yeah.
of the cold, I think.
Yeah, so you throw this magical shard of ice. It kind of it materializes, and you just kind of like chuck it, right?
It's like a think like a dagger made of ice that materializes in my hand, and I throw it at him.
And it goes foo foo foo, and it hits her
Then it
square in the chest, and it explodes into her, which the combined damage, you see her go, "No, my kingdom, and she discorporealates.
That is a good word you just made up. And then with my bonus action, I will... Let me make sure I have the right amount of movement. I just... I think I have 30 feet of movement with Flaming Sphere, and as a bonus action, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I bring the Flaming Sphere, which I can't move, you need to move it, but what I want to do is move it into this square, but I am slamming it into this person on the way.
Yeah, you can totally do that. So go ahead, roll that damage. It's a dex save, I believe.
Yeah, it's a... can I do that even though? Let me try. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So a DC 14 dex save for 5 fire damage.
Yeah, she fails, but the fire damage doesn't do as much as you had hoped.
So I forget whose token this is. Who's this?
That's Lunine.
That's Lunine.
So, Lunine, just as an FYI, if you end your turn within 5 feet of the Flaming Sphere, you take some damage, so you'll need to move away from the giant ball of fire in front of your face.
Yeah, you can feel the heat emanating off of it. Next up, we've got Shim, who's going to go ahead and make attacks against Corvus. That is a natural 20 to hit for 9 points of force damage, and a 24 to hit for 5 more points of force damage.
He is unfriendly.
His spectral longsword, it looks like it's just memory movements. Like, you've seen people like this fight. They know the mechanics, and they're just doing it like a machine. And he's just hacking away. But Corvus, it is now your turn.
What was this one's name again? Shim?
Shim.
Yeah.
Shim. It's time to give up the ghost. This is... Sorry, no pun intended. This has
Get
gone
out.
too far.
Lunine throws Corvus out the window.
Mike's birthday. Come on.
Exactly. I will try this. You know what? Let's do something fun. When I'm like trying to say this, I'm like trying to talk this thing down, even though it wants to kill me. Whatever Andra afflicted me with is activated.
Spitting acid.
And I regurgitate some form of acid.
So go ahead, make that roll for us, Andra.
I believe it is the it rolled it when I did it. It's a dex save.
Yeah, make it roll it against, because you roll it when it activates, not when you cast it.
Okay, it's a dex save.
Thank you.
Sorry, is what I'm trying to say.
Great. Roll damage. Woo. Yeah.
Acid damage to that nice young man.
Yeah. You see Shim's spectral form is covered by acid, and it burns away like patches of his armor and his skin. It becomes like more see-through. It seems like that hurt him immensely.
I'm gonna be like, what the fuck was that?
That was
You hear him go, ah! You see, like he called out, Burvet! Oh my god! Acid! Oh my god! Ah!
Yes, I chose the right one.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
You know what? I'm gonna give him a chance at backing down, even though am I? Yeah, I'm gonna give him a chance at backing down because that's where I started with.
Well, that was a bonus
action.
action, right? Or
Was
was
a
that
bonus action?
Is the breath an action or a bonus action?
I am checking. It doesn't actually say. It is you imbue it with the power to spew magical enemy from its mouth, provided it has one. I assume Corvus has a mouth. Oh no, it is an action. Until the spell ends, the creature can use an action
Great.
to exhale energy of the chosen type.
So
it is an
you
action.
have your bonus action, Corvus.
Okay, then I'll bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And it lasts for a minute, so you get 9 more turns of spitting acid.
Amazing. May I? Wow. May I? I'm gonna have some fun with this. I've got my short sword. Is that true? Sure. Let's hang on to that then. I don't think there's anything else I can do.
All right, Ozo, we're over to you.
I'm gonna think at the dude and say, "What did you mean to have happen?"
Anything else?
And I'm gonna dodge again. Sorry, Lunine.
Okay.
I mean,
Andra.
sorry, Tanner.
Andra, it's your turn. Lunine, you're on deck.
Cool. I am this window I'm standing in front of.
Uh-huh.
I can see through. Can I see through it? I can see through it.
Yeah.
I am misty stepping the fuck out of this dodge because I just have to be able to see
Uh-huh.
a space. I am going that way. I'm going out the window to stand out on the front porch.
Make an Arcana check.
14.
You cast the spell and become mist and reappear in the same spot you are in.
Oh, crap.
Motherfucker.
That was a good try.
I thought about doing that, but I ended up.
When you cast the spell to teleport, you felt some kind of barrier bounce back at you. Something your magic couldn't get through.
Well, fuck. Cool.
You didn't get hurt.
That's good because I'd be dead.
But on that 14 Arcana check, I'll give you something else. You don't feel like any of the entities that you have seen are responsible for that ward, or that force wall, or whatever the hell it was.
Cool.
Cool. Lunine, we're over to you. Well, actually, Andra, you still have an action available.
I do have an action available. I'm going to use that action to hide behind this table.
Okay.
Do you not have any health potions?
Oh. Do I have any? I don't.
Didn't we go shopping?
Oh, I do. I'm going to use my action to take a fucking health potion.
Great.
Oh,
Go
my
ahead.
God, yeah.
Roll that. Yeah.
Didn't we go shopping?
6 healing points.
I don't think I did, which is a shame.
All right, wonderful.
Selenar definitely was shadowy and inconspicuous during the shopping.
All right. Over to Lunine.
Thank you for that reminder. Apparently, I forgot I had a healing potion.
Always check when we don't have healing teammates.
Yep.
Yeah, why didn't I buy any?
Since Ozo's doing that thing with that other ghost.
I'm
Down
keeping Fenya busy.
Mm-hmm.
Who is looking rough? It's got my turn. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Andra.
Yeah, Lunine. Go ahead. Make your attacks on Shim.
It's a ghost.
Natural 20
That will
Yeah.
hit.
and a
Kill him.
14.
A 14 will not hit. But the natural 20 certainly will. Go ahead, roll all your damage.
Siren Strike.
Yeah.
Alright, so that is 3 plus 6 plus 4. That is 13 stabby damage with 6 psychic.
13 stabby. So you stab deep into the form of this little gnome with the long sword and this kind of cool little wavy mohawk kind of vibe. And it looks like that really hurts him. And then you channel that siren energy down and the psychic energy. Ah! Oh my god! Ah! My head! Ah! No! No! Me! And he discorporates. So he
I'm gonna
is gone.
turn and point my short sword at the other half, not Fenya, but the other half elf.
Mm-hmm.
And then my turn there.
Okay. Well, it is his turn.
Getting called out.
And he looks at you all and he's like, my poor friends. I didn't want it to happen, but I just can't stand this. And you see his face begins to change and morph. And I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, good. Oh, average.
Okay, Selena got an 8. Andra got a 4.
18 wisdom buys me an 8 saving throw. Love it.
Oh my god.
All right.
And my
Oh.
advantage gets me a 7.
Oh no.
Ooh, you and me.
Who am I missing? Lunine.
Wisdom save. I still can't do wisdom saves.
Oh no. Okay. All of you are frightened of this creature.
I have advantage against being frightened, which means it's a natural 20.
So Andra is not frightened.
I
I ain't scared no ghost.
I
Wonderful.
really would think I wouldn't be. Never mind.
I know.
I've created a terrible character. Can't see in the dark. I'm afraid of ghosts.
And yet, emo as shit.
Yeah, but I'm just, I'm hoping I'll like become Batman by just facing my fears, I guess.
I love it.
Well, you can spit
Um,
at the moment.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Ozo and Lunine. Fun times.
Let me just warn you.
An extra effect happens for you.
Ooh.
Each of you feel your body age by 30 years.
Oh, fun.
Wait, who?
How do I note that?
Lunine and Ozo. So whatever age you're at, add 30 to it.
Sure. But how do I note that?
You just do. Depending on your age, you may now have gray hair. You may have like a little bit sunken or age spots now, depending on how
I have an unknown lifespan,
you do.
so it's up to you.
Yeah. So how old are you now?
Where is that?
31.
Bad. 30. I'm 149.
Okay. You look a little older. Not too much though for you.
Hey, but next year's a milestone birthday.
Yeah.
True.
what? Come on.
True. My third
Yeah,
half
how old am I?
century.
All right. Yeah. So that's what happens. Mirabelle, is going to relocate himself.
Right.
And doesn't like the flaming sphere, so I need Selenar to make a strength check, please.
Nah, I'm not going to say it. Oh my god. 19.
You feel a force begin to bind itself around you, but you think, be like a tree and root yourself to the ground. No effect on you. You are secure. We then go to Fenya, who's just going to keep trying to eat poor little Ozo, drain away their life. That's a
AKA lunch.
that is a 13, however.
Nope.
And she's like, doesn't like the flaming sphere, so she's going to move away from it.
Boring.
And over to Selenar.
It's working now, maybe.
Is anyone in our team looking particularly rough?
Make a medicine check for me, please.
Would you like a show of hands?
With an 8, Corvus looks hurt and Lunine looks a little banged up.
That's okay. I'm gonna move one square to the left.
Okay.
Wow. That's your right.
This is Selenar and his Berserker Druid status coming out. I'm gonna Ice Knife again. The only target that I know about, this lady.
Okay, great. Go ahead, roll that beautiful ice knife. An 11, she sees it out of the corner of her eye and dodges.
Wah, wah. It explodes anyway.
Yeah, and then she makes a dex saving throw. Does get hit by the shrapnel, though. But you can see it doesn't damage her as much as you had hoped.
That's fine. And then I will move as a bonus action, move the flaming sphere to the left to not be within 5 feet of Ozo and slam her in like there. It's fine.
Great.
But hitting her on the way.
Yeah. You can roll it around and kind of smack into her.
I don't know how this is rolling with that table that's in the graphic, but it does light anything flammable on fire that it touches.
Good to know.
It's a 5-foot diameter. I am not attempting to light anything on fire, but
it's a ball. It's a ball of fire. It's leaving a smoldering trail on the ground. Ooh, that's a natural 20 on the dex save, so it'll be half damage. Go ahead, roll the damage.
10, so 5.
Cool. Yeah, again, the fire damage does not seem to bother Fenya as much as you had hoped.
That's okay.
And you can see this table has now begun to is beginning to catch on fire.
That's unfortunate, as I was hiding behind it.
Corvus.
As, the sphere ignites flammable objects not thrown or carried.
Yeah. At the end of your turn, you can repeat the saving throw for the frightened condition. So it's a wisdom save.
Good job.
Selenar.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need a wisdom save, you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
To attempt to end the frightened condition.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, the frightened condition, you're no longer scared of the ghost.
Yeah, Berserker Druid, activate.
Great. Love it. So Corvus, we're over to you.
Okay, I'm gonna play this up just a little bit. I'm gonna sort of step into the room a wee bit, see if there's anything. Look, it's that elf woman that we were talking to last time, and I'd be like, what's their name again? I know Corvus remembers their name. Senya.
Just a reminder, you can't willingly move closer in the direction of this character
Oh, interesting. Okay.
because you're frightened. So you can move laterally, but you can't move towards it. And you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while you can see it.
Well, I wanted to have some fun with this, but I guess we'll get mechanical. If I were to do that cone again, how do I avoid hitting allies? I suppose is my question.
If you click on the ruler, it will let you draw a 15-foot cone. It's a 15-foot cone.
Yep.
Oh, it has cones now.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to shape, you go to cone, and then you just draw. You can just leave it at 45.
Okay, who's doing that?
That's
Not
me.
You cut that out. All right. Is there a world where I can't hit anyone without hitting a friend, can I?
Nope. Well, no one you can see anyway. Who knows if there may be an invisible thing somewhere in the range.
Just stop it.
Something just tried to pick up Selenar.
You all do know that none of you have seen Eurobell since you disappeared.
Exactly.
Okay, fine. 15 feet, cone, fine. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to talk to Xenia and be like, can we please stop this? This doesn't... You can hold on to whatever form you currently have, but what is the point?
Where are you
Try-
firing?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Sort of toward the end of that, I'm just going to vomit straight in front of me. So let's just do a 15-foot cone straight out in front of me. How's that?
Okay. You...
I don't really care.
Yeah. You launch a 15-foot cone right out in front of you.
We'll do another, I'm, trying to talk. And...
Like that?
Blah! Yeah.
You hit nothing. There is no reaction. It's just the floor is littered with acid.
Cool.
Very cool. Next up, Ozo. Oh, make a wisdom saving throw, Corvus. At the end of your turn. You are
still scared.
Still frightened. Okay, Ozo, back to you.
So, what if I were to shove Fenya into the acid?
Well, the effect is over now. The acid doesn't linger.
Okay, it doesn't stay on the floor.
No.
Okay, never mind.
No.
Sad.
It's magic
Okay.
acid.
There's a sphere
Well-
you could cover into.
Yeah, kind of. I bet I'm stronger than a ghost.
She is incorporeal.
That's true too. I was just gonna sigh and say I didn't mean for this to happen either, out loud, and confuse everybody that wasn't listening, and going to do the same key infused punch,
Okay.
but not hand of harm.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like last time we were here. Ugh, a 9.
A 9, unfortunately, will not hit.
Great. But that means I don't use up the key point because it didn't hit, or do I still
Correct.
use it up?
Yeah, it's only on a hit when you can do those abilities.
Great. I get to punch again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I did an unarmed attack.
Yeah, you can
So-
use your... I think it's your bonus action to do it again.
Yep.
You're offhand.
Oh man, I'm getting worse.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
All right. End of your turn. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh good. How am I not proficient in these? 16.
You successfully end the fear effect.
Great.
Honestly, monks should be Dex and Wiz fight me.
Andra, we're over to you.
Oh, hey. Cool.
Lunine, you're on deck.
I I am going to, do nothing useful. Because I'm concentrating on Corvus's breathing.
Mhm.
And well, I can walk wherever I want to walk, because I ain't scared of ghosts. I'm gonna come over here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna throw a cone of burning that way, and attempt to burn those two
Okay.
people. It's a 14 dex save.
One fails, the other succeeds.
So one takes the 8 and one takes the 4.
Yeah. You
And-
notice the fire damage does not hurt as much as you had hoped. Even the ghost of Zorn,
Cool.
who failed,
And
doesn't take much.
some more of that furniture catches on fire.
Yeah, there's little embers kind of rolling around the place, but there's a few little small, like, smoldering embers are all over the place at the moment from the flaming
Cool.
sphere.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement to climb over the bar and hide.
Okay.
Or not hide, because that's an action, but I'm going to climb over the bar and
Duck down.
duck down over there.
Okay. Lunine, we're up to you.
Is that ghost still floating, or can I?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
like,
there's fire.
yeah, he's like on ground level. He's kind of hovering.
I'll go over here for now, and
You're
I will
scared
take.
of him.
Oh right,
Yeah, you can't approach.
I will take the dodge action.
Okay, great. End of your turn. Go ahead, make a wisdom saving throw.
17.
You are no longer afraid of the ghost.
Hell yeah.
All right. Next up, Zorn just says, I wish I could stop them, but I just can't. I'm sorry. It's just... I was just trying to have cool stuff and be a little powerful at magic, and this happened. I'm sorry about it.
You don't sound very sorry.
Let's see. Is anyone? Nope. Okay, that's what he does.
Okay.
Fenya is going to once more reach towards Ozo.
Yep.
That's a 6 to hit. She can't hit shit. Selenar,
Without disadvantage?
without disadvantage, she rolled a 6. She's
Oh my
rolling.
goodness.
She's rolling crap.
I mean, last time she just destroyed me, so it's only fair.
Yeah.
Didn't she move out of the fireball?
Yes, she would. She would have floated over in front of Ozo.
Okay, great. I'm gonna do another medicine check to realize if anyone's looking
Yeah, go for it.
in trouble.
So you can be like, nah. Just teasing.
Okay, with a 14, Corvus is quite hurt. Lunine is like hurt, but not like on death's door. Although he does appear to have aged a bit. As an elf, you notice that in him.
Corvus is this token in front of me, right?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Corvus.
Alright, whatever. No, that was a joke. I'm gonna move forward one square and cast Cure Wounds, which is a touch spell on Corvus.
Great, go for it.
Oh my god, double ones. Deal with it, fool. Literally got 2 1s on my d8s.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You almost doubled my health, so.
That's fantastic.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and slam the fireball into that bitch again.
All right, she's gonna make a dex save.
Can I move it after slamming it 1 square Do I want? Nah, I'm just gonna slam it into that bitch. All right, here's the roll.
Okay. She succeeds on the saving throw, so she'll take half damage.
Oh my god, double ones on d6s too. I rolled 4 1s this turn. What the
Wow.
fuck?
Wow. So she takes. Wow. She takes half of 1 and you round down, so she takes 0 damage.
Well, it's
So she's
2.
just warming her hands.
It's 2d6, so it's 2 damage. So she takes 1.
Well, yes, but she succeeded on the saving throw,
So it's already halved.
that brings it down to 1, and then she's resistant, which halves the damage again, so it halves her to
She's just
nothing.
warming her hands on the flaming
Take pity
sphere.
on me, bro. 1 turn.
No,
You can do whatever you want.
it's very sad. But hey, Corvus, it is your turn.
Hey, Amber, remember that cool thing I was going to try to do? Can't do it
Yes?
because I'm scared of ghosts.
Yeah, but
No.
guess who walked into your range?
That's true. I'm going to just straight up... I'm going to not even attempt to... Whatever. I'm just going to do it.
All right. Phoom. Acid bursts forth. Definitely Fenya is in the realm. Go ahead, roll that beautiful acid damage.
That's me.
Or you can just tell him how many d6s he rolls.
3.
3,000.
Go ahead, roll 3d6 acid damage. And it's a dex save.
Yeah.
Oh, there's those ones.
She fails.
It's a one.
She fails the dex save.
8 acid damage.
Yeah, you can see the acid damage doesn't bother her as much as you had hoped.
Really? Oh.
No.
Bothered the other guy. As much as
Yeah,
I
hurt
It
everybody
did.
else.
The only one who got hit by it was Shim.
You can see that everything you're doing doesn't do what you hoped. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. I do see that.
You get the sense that all of these may be different types of undead entities.
Sure.
Good thing we've tried everything.
Anything else, Corvus?
Yeah, I've got a bonus action,
Yeah.
and I normally wouldn't shoot anyone in the back,
But
but I thought I will this time. Also, that's not a
Okay, I
person.
stabbed someone in the back, and that's normally not my thing.
You're scared, so that, you know.
I'm not
Dude.
scared.
I don't get advantage to hit with an ally as close, do I? Yeah.
No.
Carry on.
You can try to be unafraid.
Oh, I can try to be unafraid.
yeah, make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, carry on.
Ozo, we're over to you.
See how Nereus felt last
I go pee.
campaign.
Okay. Well, now that I'm unafeared, I will again talk in my brain ball to. Actually, I'm gonna talk out loud because I'm annoyed now. Dude, what magic object? Why would you pick up a magic object that you don't understand and make your friends undead? Just not smart. And then I'm going to attempt to do the same, punch Fenya and hopefully infuse it. Yeah, baby.
19 will absolutely hit.
Great. I'm doing that key point thing to give it oomph, like I learned about the first time.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to punch again, even though it's going to be normal.
So, what does the oomph do?
So what we did the last time we were facing them was I was able to just use key to punch, infuse it is how we phrased it. I could, if you want it to be an actual thing, I've already tried harm, so I'll try healing.
Final Fantasy rules, let's go.
Uh,
I
I don't know.
full life
When
on
we
wait.
when we first met Fenya, I got to do it one time.
is it just like key infused strike? Is that what it is, or what is the feature?
It's not. It wasn't a feature. It was I wanted to try to infuse my touch or my punch with ki in that moment because I was trying to see if I could touch the ghost. And you said it worked. But
yeah.
if it needs to be a feature, then I'm going to try the hand.
Well, no. That's what it is.
But I don't have. I have key field attack because I can make another attack.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, that's what it is. Like, using your key is what, like, your abilities do. Like, that's what that does. If you don't want to use your key point to spend it, then you don't have to. But if you want to, you can.
Okay, but it's not going to impact the damage. Last time.
No, it didn't impact the damage last time. It was just like you were. That was just flavor text last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll still use the key point and try punching again. So
Okay.
15.
So 15. 15 will hit. That's another 6 damage reduced to 3. Very cool. All right. Over to Andra. Oh, Ozo, the flaming sphere next to you feels very, very hot. You feel like you feel like if you stay there, you're gonna get burned.
You should move 1 square away.
Or you should move the sphere.
I fucking slammed it into that bitch.
So you can
wonderful.
flame it from other sides. That's fine.
Andra, over to you.
Cool. Boy, am I running out of useful things to do. I'm gonna
I'm sorry your acid's not working anymore, but that was awesome.
try to
Oh, I skipped his turn. Oh well.
Okay.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Why is this not? There it is. Okay, great. I'm going to attempt to chill touch the blue dude over here who is scaring my friends.
Okay. You hit.
It's 5 necrotic.
It has no effect on him as your skeletal hand runs through his form.
Cool. If he is undead, he has disadvantage on attack rolls against me. Not that he's tried to attack me.
Okay, good to know. Lunine, back to you. You are no longer afeared.
Alright. I go over here,
Yeah.
and I stab the ghost.
Stab away.
I keep going to my page to attack and then remembering I can't. No,
That
I don't.
that will
Well,
miss. Wait, what? A 12?
Mm-hmm.
A 12 hits.
Nope.
Go ahead, roll damage.
For 6 stab damage.
All right.
And then I'm gonna bonus action to regain a wild point.
Okay. All right. Zorn just kind of looks sadly and looks at Oz and be like, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it would do this to us. I just thought it was a cool treasure that I found on one of our adventures. I didn't know this would happen. Next up.
Does he say that out loud because I spoke out loud?
Yeah.
Great. The room hears it.
All of Zorn's answers have been out loud. He has not spoken telepathically once.
Okay.
So everybody's hearing his side of the story, even though it's a little weird.
We must assume at this point that someone's talking.
I need Andra to make a strength check, please.
Oh, great. I'm fabulous at those. Hey, actually I am.
You feel that force try to like pick you up again, but you like grab onto the bar and cannot be moved.
Quit
Low center
touching
of
me,
gravity.
damn it!
Fenya is going to float over here away from the flaming sphere and go after Ozo again because she's hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Ozo's nickname is Lunch.
That is a 10 to hit. My god, she's horrible.
Wow.
Selenar, we're over to you. Yeah, she's like reaching for you and you're dodging and ducking and weaving and
Nope. No, thank you. No, thank you. Wax on.
You've
wax
studied her ways.
On. Wax on. Wax on.
Mm-hmm.
She watched the tapes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Selenar.
I had a whole day in bed to figure out what not to do.
I guess Jeff had to take a little bio. So we'll come back to Selenar. Corvus, we're back to you.
I still cannot move forward.
Correct.
Can't acid breath in that direction because I'd hit everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I can shoot that smug motherfucker in the corner?
You can certainly try.
I can certainly try. Is he greater than 30 feet away? Am I going to have to...
Nope,
He is not greater than 30 feet away.
Nope. He's all good.
Oh my god.
However,
Oof.
Listen, I don't care. Go ahead.
It goes right into the sphere and burns up.
Yeah, so the bolt twangs into the flaming sphere and becomes a flaming arrow for all of 0.3 milliseconds before it is burned to a crisp by the flaming sphere. You pwing, your hand gets a little like shrapnel back damage from like the snapping, the reload a little bit wrong. And you take 3 points of damage.
There it is. I was wondering if, like, maybe I had avoided that somehow by shooting a ranged weapon and not shooting myself.
Of damage.
Yeah. You know, like when a box lid snaps on your hand, that kind of thing. Selenar, we're gonna go back to you.
No, I still had a bonus action.
Oh, you did.
I'm not gonna use, but I am gonna make sure you know that I'm not using it before you move on.
Technically, I'm moving backwards, so.
I'm not scared anymore, though. You piece of. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I didn't roll your saving throws. Don't mind me.
I know. It took me 4 turns. This feels weird when you don't have good wisdom.
3 turns. But hey,
3 turns.
Selenar, what would you like to do?
I still have action. Movement. I'm sorry. I still have movement.
No, the wisdom save happens at the end of your turn.
Oh, you're right. Okay, thank you. Damn it. Thought I was gonna.
Here's a rules question.
Yeah, go for it.
So I want to move. I really wish I could click my own sphere. So what I want to do is move the sphere to the right 2 squares, and then diagonally between Andra and the ghost, and then right a square, and then hit the ghost at the back.
So there?
Yes.
Great.
It has 30 feet of movement, but when I attack someone with the sphere, it stops moving. So basically, the diagonal movement was the question.
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright, great. So the sphere streaks across the room, and then bends around the ghost and tries to hit them in the backside.
Yeah. She fails the dex save. Go ahead, roll damage. Woo.
So 7. So 3 damage. Not that great, but it's something. And don't forget, it's still lighting up the room for all you non-dark vision people.
It is very helpful.
It is.
I just didn't like it that it was hot.
It is very warm. It is
Why
literally a
is it burning?
5-foot ball of fire that I'm moving around the room.
Why?
Mhm.
Why is it so hot in here, guys?
I mean, at this point, we've set some of the furniture on fire. So
Ozo, we're back to you.
Great. Ozo is going to punch again.
Great, go for it.
Punch. 13.
13 hits.
Great. Punch again.
With that last strike, you see Fenya, her elvish features horrible and visage as she's trying to drain life from you and not having any success at it whatsoever. And you punch her and she looks down and she's like, I just wanted to keep being, and her body discorporealates.
Discorporealate.
Discorporealation.
Should have asked nicely, is all Ozo says.
Andra, we're over to you.
Oh, geez. Me again. Cool.
I have to be up at 4:30.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. We'll finish this round and then we'll go.
Cool. Andra is going to peek over the bar.
Yep.
Which is, involves sitting on her tippy toes. And we still don't see our friend who keeps trying to throw. Oh, could I tell which direction the thing trying to
Nope.
grab me was from?
Nope.
Cool. In that case, I'm gonna throw another chill touch at the only being I can see.
Okay, go for it. That hits and has no effect.
Cool.
Lunine.
She can't grab the ghost's ghost.
Not with necrotic damage.
I go at the ghost.
Okay.
Stab ghost.
So 11 misses, 22.
11 hits.
Oh,
Yeah. He looks like a little fey warlock, like not very beefy.
Hmm.
So both those attacks will hit.
first attack. That's the Iron Shriek. That's 6 stab, 4 psychic.
Okay.
Second stab. Um, 9 stab, 4 psychic.
Okay. Yeah, 2 solid hits. And he goes, ah! It is his turn. He's like, I'm sorry about all this. My friends are done. Urabel's right by that flaming sphere, but he can't do much. Anyway, the floorboards. And that's his turn. Selenar.
The floorboards.
The ghost decorporealates.
He does not
No.
decorporelate. Actually, Selenar, I need you to make a strength check for me real quick. Oh, you just make it. No change. All right, Selenar,
Surprised.
continue with... Yeah, he rolled a 6 too. So
He moved from the flaming sphere all the way to Selenar.
you don't know. You can't see him. He's invisible.
He is awfully speedy.
You don't have any idea where he is.
The dude just told us he was standing by the flaming sphere.
Yeah. Why do you think he went all the way to Selenar?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Run away!
Selenar, what would you like to do?
I assume I feel someone trying to grapple me or whatever.
Yeah, you felt a physical force try to like pick you up and bind you, but you resisted it.
I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I am going to. This guy has not made any aggressive move, right? He's just lamenting about his own life and
Pretty much.
needs a hug or whatever.
He made most of you afraid at one point, but that's about it.
Great, so I'm gonna move, and this is gonna invoke an attack of opportunity, probably.
Maybe, we don't know. We don't know where the dude is.
Yeah, me neither. I'm just gonna move to the left and into the middle of the room.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you to tell me if
Nope, you're
I
fine.
need to roll. Okay, great. And then I am going to bonus action the flaming sphere into the square I was just in,
Okay.
hoping that it runs into this ghost that just tried to grapple me on the way.
All right. So you roll it down over to here.
It was one square up from that, but Sure.
right behind Corvus. It hits nothing.
Okay. That's my whole turn. I don't have anything else to do.
Okay. And we will stop there for the evening. We'll come back to finish this next week here on Newly Forged. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, Ives Got It, for being here. Thank you, Infinite Chris, for giving us a follow. Thank you, Taco San Mashu, and everybody in chat. Some fun stories in chat having tonight. Let's go around and say our goodbyes, and I'll figure out who we're going to raid. So let's start off with Selenar.
Hello, I'm Jeff. I play Selenar the Druid. I feel tonight I was very useful, and we'll see you all next week.
Thank you so much. Moving on up, we've got Ozo.
Hello, still Ozo. And Amber is looking forward to the day when ghosts listen instead of attack.
Fair. Moving on, we got Lunine.
Been Lunine. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and don't look at the TV like I am.
Thank you for that. Moving up, we've got Corvus.
Hi, Matt playing Corvus. I was not useful tonight, and all I wanted was to talk to a ghost. Now I don't anymore, so...
Well, they're all dead.
See, you're not jealous
Yep.
anymore.
Complete change of heart. Good night, and I hope it's a... Yeah, that's all I can say.
All right, and Andra.
Oh, hey, that's me. I am Sarah. I have been Andra. I ain't scared of no ghosts. But if you would like to continue to disassociate from the world at large, you can watch us on YouTube. And maybe follow us on some social media? Maybe or maybe not. But yeah, we have YouTube. We have lots of episodes, lots of back episodes on YouTube. 12 with these characters, plus our entire campaign 1. You can disassociate from the world news for days.
Well done.
Days.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's what I
Plural.
got.
You might need it for 4 years. Oh, sorry.
Why do you got to do that to me? I've been Jared, your humble dungeon master here on Newly Forged. Thank you all for being here. Hop in this raid. We're going to raid someone new. We're going to raid Squillos tonight, because why not? So hop in this raid, let them know that they've been newly raided, and we will see you all back here next week at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, the 12th, and we'll see you then. Thank you all so much for being here, and we'll see you then. So, goodbye, everyone.
Cow.
Bye.